This World Cup has peaked. Like, this World Cup has peaked. It's peaked. Samasi, relax. Samasi, relax. Let me bring this in. Let me bring this in. This World Cup, I believe it has 100% fully peaked because not in my days did I believe that Japan would top this group. Now, I did say that I felt that Germany wouldn't come to the group. So I felt that it was going to be Spain top, Japan second. That's what I said, and people called me crazy. Not in my wildest dreams or in my wildest years did I think that one of the tournament's favorites, many people that people think could go all the freaking way, would come second, and Japan, a team that nobody was looking at, could get here. Now, here's the thing. I felt that people were sleeping on Japan because what they did in 2018. They did really well. They grew really well. But let me be fair. Let me just move the gun. Japan have been easily the most surprising team of this whole World Cup. Because let's be real. We know Germany have been suffering, and they should have been to Costa Rica. They lost to Costa Rica via a soccer punch. That was a game in Indonesia. They should have won. They know it, and they should have won, but it didn't happen. But the fact that you had Spain and Germany in your group and you beat both Spain and Germany deservedly, for me, I just think that is absolutely phenomenal and crazy. But guys, what we're going to have to discuss here, because the first thing we're going to have to discuss, and I think this is going to be like our main talking point, is did the whole ball cross the line? Because there's an image I've seen, because they're saying something about, well, it depends on the trajectory of the ball and everything, because it looks like if it's crossed the line, but hey, that's just me coming right now, so I don't know. So guys, welcome to the emergency hangout. The link is out there. I'll try and get as many guys in as possible. It's massive news. It's huge news. I thought it was going to be a regular show because I need to talk about Belgium, but I'm sorry. Spain came second. Germany, back-to-back group stage exits. Spain came second, and Japan freaking topped that freaking group, man. So guys, please like that vid. Subscribe if you're new. Like that video, subscribe if you're new. And please send in those super chats and dubs. I'll try to get your super chats and dubs as quickly as possible. And I thank you for your patronage and your donation, man. But I have to go first to Paul. Paul.
Spain, I thought.
Wait. Samasi, you can't talk. Okay, because we'll get to freaking Germany. So Samasi, don't try and change the freaking narrative here. What do you mean? What the heck is right front? We'll get to freaking Germany and how you let down Musiala. Okay, so relax. But Paul. ¿Qué pasa? I mean, what's... Okay, here's a better question. Is it that Spain played badly, or you maybe underestimated how Japan sort of raised their game in the second half. Because first half, you were in total control, complete total cruise control. Second half, everything just changed. I mean, what happened? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Paul, you're muted.
I think this game has been actually good for Spain at the end. Why? First of all, and I'm going to talk about the game. I'm not going to talk about the group, Germany, or whatever. That later. Why? Because I think now everyone knows, including Spain, which is the most important part, our biggest weakness. Our biggest weakness is not necessarily the defense, as I thought. It's not necessarily that we don't score as many goals, which can improve. All of that can improve. I think our biggest weakness is the fact that I think our team crumbled today mentally. Our team mentally crumbled. Why? Because we have many young players. I think that was our weakness. We got out the second half. People, the young guys relaxed, thought this was done, and then suddenly Japan do that, which is, by the way, amazing. Yes. Like, props to Japan. Absolutely deserved win, because that was epic. But listen, this is good because as I told you earlier, HH, this is that game that gives you the maturity.
Yes.
If this is the game where this is arguably even a bigger game than maybe the same than Arabia-Argentina, because it's like that game that gets you, gives you, hey man, you're the World Cup. Stop playing. Stop. Yeah, you did 7-0. Yeah, you're very good. You got to shut the fuck up. This is the World Cup. Anything
it's
can
not
happen.
real. It gets real now. Yeah, it's real.
Real. That's the thing. And it's against Japan, which is a better team than Arabia, and Spain, who was supposed to be a weaker than Argentina. So yeah, I mean, Spain did its standard game. Okay, did its standard game. They dominated. They scored 1 goal. Alvaro Morata, 3 goals in 3 games. Great. Love seeing that. But yeah, I mean that's our weakness. So many young players gives you a weaker mind. Because if you see, the goals came by our mistakes.
Yeah.
To be honest, and a lot of mistakes. The goalkeeper, very bad passes. When high pressure, defense same. So.
Yeah, no, because Unai Simon, man, yeah, I mean, because you see, my thing is, and this is what frustrates me is, why do keepers have to play out from the back when not every keeper is amazing with their feet? Because my thing though is, how many times have you seen a goal from the keeper up first? Because I just feel like if for Unai Simon, it's clear that he's not great with his feet, so you just put him under unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, but the other goal was they did this break, bro.
Who?
Wasn't the shot that he let in, bro?
Yeah, or no, see, for me, yeah, that was poor keeping. That was poor keeping. Like that's just bad keeping.
That on purpose.
A break, bro. He will let it in with his hands, with his legs, with his head. It doesn't matter. He was going to break it up.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I don't even know how you even mess something like that up, man. But you see, I want to see. This is the image I want everyone to bring. So I want to maybe bring in your guy Sam into this, and anyone can do. But I want to come to Sam in this. So here's this image. Now, I don't wear glasses and stuff, but from the naked eye, Sam, is the ball over the line there?
Put it in animation. Put it in animation. You see it. It's not.
Yes, it is. It's over the line. For me, it was over the line.
It's not over the line. Animatex.
For Matty, don't be shameless.
Wait. Okay.
I don't care.
Okay, Sam, from what you see this.
All right.
Sam.
Can everyone hear me properly?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear, man.
All right. At first, I thought that was way over the line. I was thinking, what the hell is going on? Now, looking at that, actually, forget that picture for a second. There was another picture that I saw, which was kind of like on ground level. I looked at it. and you see the ball that is over the line. However, you need to understand the dynamics of the ball.
That's what they're saying. It's the trajectory of the ball.
So where you see that that image right there. So where you feel like that is over the line, actually that side of the ball that's curving up is probably touching the line.
Yeah.
So when the bird's eye view now, you can actually see, oh wait, it's not actually fully over the line. And unfortunately for Germany, they've gone out of the group stage by just millimeters.
This is literally like it is like it's hardly an
absolute pain.
Insane. But I agree
I'm fucking pain. I can't believe it.
No, because
I'll see. Try again next 4 years.
Can only blame yourselves because you didn't do the job against Japan.
Yeah.
And you
that was our biggest. We should have drawn against Japan, at least drawn.
We can.
And you couldn't score 6.
No, they should have beaten Spain. I blame Flick.
I blame Flick also. I blame Flick.
But Sam, I mean, because I think, Sam, you're right. It's like, look, here's the thing here is, you are Germany. You shouldn't be having to rely on a few inches or a ball over the line because you lost to Japan, deservedly, and you couldn't beat Spain. So you put yourself in this position where you're now relying. For Germany, you shouldn't be relying on a result from another game. You should be going into a third game already through.
Mm-hmm.
We can say. How this guy did not play striker?
Wait, hold on. Sam.
We can say that Spain didn't play well at all. I think they bottled it under the pressure of the occasion. However, you have to give credit to Spain where it's due, where they scored 7 goals against Costa Rica. Because guess what that did? That gave them a cushion. So right now, Spain knew that they were losing, but in their minds they're thinking, Germany are not really going to catch up to that goal difference against Costa Rica, really.
No. But you see, this is even what I said to Paul before here, because it's a weird psychology. Because I think that, now I may be alone in this, I think Spain would rather face Morocco than face Croatia, because Croatia is sort of like Croatia. They know us now, because if you know someone, maybe you know how to beat them, but they also know how to beat you. So it may be a bit too much of a familiar foe. Whereas a foe for Morocco, now maybe not knowing Morocco means that hey, it's something that could just catch you off guard. But if you're Spain, if you had to choose for Spain, would you rather face Morocco or Croatia? You say I'd rather face Morocco because Croatia still have Modric and still have a very experienced.
The thing with Spain, right, is that the reason why they lost this game is because their biggest weakness is they don't know how to, like Paul was saying earlier, they don't know how to handle themselves when things aren't fully under their control.
Yeah.
So, and I think that, like as opposed to like what you're talking about, as opposed to playing Morocco or Croatia, like Croatia play the same type of chess match that Spain will play. So I think in that sense, it'll just be, okay, we just have to do what we do better than you, right? Whereas Morocco, like, is going to offer that same kind of, like, organized chaos that, I mean, as we just saw today, that Spain could see 2 goals in, like, 2 minutes? And, like, the game was
No, but my thing is that, see, and I said this before the game, I said that it's all about matchups. Guys say, wait, how did Japan not be able to beat Costa Rica? Japan obviously cannot break down a team that doesn't give them space. But if you give Japan space, Japan will always pass the ball. And they are very, very intelligent with their passes. So this was always a good matchup because Spain would always give you space. Because Spain, because they need to dominate the game, they have many guys in the opposing half, which is why they will always give you the counter because they need to press you high and play up high. So Japan, once they had the ball, Japan knew that, man, if we could just get these passes right and these patterns right, we can hit those spaces.
Do you know what they remind me of? They remind me of Crystal Palace. Against the big teams when they are getting pressed high and they have to sit back, but they can counter.
Yeah.
They can do that well and beat teams. But against like the mid-table teams, when they actually have to play, they don't do so well. And that's Japan. Because what you see is that, for me, with Spain, when they were passing around, I was thinking predictable. And I thought Japan was actually quite comfortable. There was only one chance by they had this kind of like triangle play. Well, they do triangles anyways.
Yeah.
But that triangle where
Olmo, the one on Olmo, yeah.
Yeah. And it was quite a dead shot. But that was probably like the only one I could say that was.
Oh, no, but see, Sammy, so the thing is, and I'm sure Paul will agree. And I think people say, okay, who was? And when we're doing our previews, so but it's okay. Who is the main guy that Spain would be missing? It's not Iniesta, it's not Xavi, David Villa. Because what David Villa was come clutch, just give me the ball. Forget this whole passing thing. Give me the ball. I will find the goal. Just give me the ball to fit, and David Villa is just going to get that yard. Because rather than just pass, just give me the ball. I'm going to find the goal from somewhere. And the issue with Spain is they don't have that. We need a goal. Someone. They don't have that go-to guy who could just take the ball and just get a goal from.
But to be honest, HH, like I can't. Morata right now is doing great. Like it's just that he was subbed because he comes from an injury, and he felt himself like, hey, there could be a problem here, and so he got Asensio in. But for now, Morata is being that guy. It's 3 games, 3 goals. Like, what more can you expect?
No, Paul. Let's Paul. Morata isn't David Villa.
No, of course not. I'll never compare him to David Villa.
He's going to get the goals, but can you rely on Morata come crunch time to find a goal for Spain when Spain need him the most?
For now,
I would say this.
Morata will never score a goal that would make you go, how did he score that?
No, Dr. Jones, it's not about how they score. No. It's not about how they score that. It's about just putting the ball in the net when we need you to. And I think that's David Villa, because he was just a superior player. There was just something about David Villa where he's a guy who you can rely on to now say what's up. And I think the issue for Spain is, where are those kind of goal scorers when you sort of need them when it now comes to crunch time? So that's always something that they have to ask themselves.
Like what H said. So just one last point. I know other people want to speak, but my favorite Spanish team was when they had all their midfielders, but they had Fernando Torres and David Villa in their team, because they had strikers or inside forwards that can. Do you know what? Let me get the ball and actually create for myself, and actually get something out of nothing. David Villa was brilliant at that. That's why I think what was it? Enrique said that David Villa was the best Spanish player to play for the Spanish international team.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
When Fernando Torres, he could also do that as well. So I think what that's Spain, they lack that. And to be fair to Morata, I thought he was going to do worse than what he's doing right now.
He's been doing well.
But Morata is still not that. I don't believe Morata is still that guy that can actually create something out of nothing where they're in the balance. And I need a goal. Do you know what, Morata?
No, because the thing with Morata, and I think I'll come to you, Smoke. You want to speak? The thing with Morata is you need to give him the chance through plays and passing. The thing with David Villa can control the ball, beat him, and create space for himself. And basically, like that goal against Paraguay, Villa pretty much created that goal himself. That's something that I don't think Morata can do. Morata, I need you to sort of combine the play, and I'll just be at the end of it. Villa can actually create and engineer the chance himself.
I think you're being a little bit unfair to Morata. I think he can create stuff. His problem is he can't finish it all. Is his problem?
No. He can't create for himself the way that Villa.
No. I mean, not the same rate, but I'm saying like I don't think he doesn't. Like, you're making something he doesn't have the capacity to do it. Is what I'm saying. Like,
no. I'm saying he doesn't have the same capacity in the way that Villa does.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
What I'm saying is, watching Spain today was similar to watching a Pep team with a false 9, whereby it's either collectively they have a good game, or is that thing it's going to be boring and predictable, and eventually they're going to lose the game. Post 2010, right? Spain, as you've identified, they've missed that Villa and Torres figure, whereby yes, we're gonna pass, and then bam, we give someone the ball who can create an individual moment of brilliance. And right now, you don't really have it, right? The whole game plan is a collective game plan whereby we're gonna make space for each other, and then we're gonna try catch. But once the opponents just sit back and let you do that, it's watch, rinse, repeat.
No. But see, Smoke. There's a key difference here. 2012. They pretty much won the years without a striker. But what was the difference in 2012? In 2012, you had the best collection of passers I think we've ever seen in a football team. So if you have a team of what was it called? Juan Mata, David Silva, Iniesta, Fabregas. These guys, because they're some of the best passers ever, they can just engineer chances without having a striker because they're so creative.
That team was generational.
That's the thing. That was just a generational specialty.
And one more thing is, those midfielders can actually, all those midfielders you mentioned are better at finishing than everyone in Spain's.
Yeah, obviously, apart
True.
from Javi. Yeah. So Smoke, you're saying, Smoke.
So the thing is this, right? As good as Pedri is, he's not Iniesta level yet. Iniesta can take two people on and free space for whereby Pedri is good at ball retention, very good, right? But he hasn't given that unlock the defense with precision. Kind of, man. You have Iniesta, you have Fabregas, you have Silva, we have Mata. These are the best players at unlocking defenses.
Yeah.
So collectively, you just need someone to be at the end to finish it. So the thing is this. Now on the other hand, though, I feel like it's a win-win for Spain, though, in the sense that if you look at if I don't think Spain would want to verse an Argentina. Forget Croatia, an Argentina or Brazil. They were gonna lose. So I feel as if they have much more of a realistic chance on this side with I would say a much more depleted France than the one that won the league, that won the World Cup, and an England side which is gettable. I feel as if
here it is. So let me show you the bracket. Let me show you the bracket right now. So again, I am just assuming that Portugal top the group, and I believe that Switzerland will come second. So Spain would probably have to run into Portugal in the quarters.
But that's the Euros, HH. The thing is,
but see, that's what I said.
Spain beaten Morocco.
And here's the thing, and this is why I say, Paul, how bad is this really? Because my thing is that, would you rather play Portugal or Brazil?
Exactly.
You'd probably rather play Portugal. And also, if you get to the semis, you now have a thing against a depleted France or who knows, King Charles.
I've seen the most epic UCL ever. And from that UCL, I learned that the bigger teams you defeat, the more chances you have to actually win that last game. If you get to the final by beating more accessible teams and so a little bit easier to you, then you get to the real deal at the final or at the semi-final, and you get destroyed.
But Paul, Portugal, no, Paul, but
I prefer.
People will be against me, but Portugal are still Portugal. I think Portugal are general favorites.
Chelsea
2020. I'm loving this overtime jinx, HH, man.
Chelsea
8-7. Find this yourself in. You sound like you're in Siberia. Smoke. What are you saying?
Paul, would you prefer to get to the final facing weaker teams or not get to the final at all? Because I can guarantee you, if Spain faces Brazil, you're not getting there.
It's not just that. No. It's not just. Wait. Like, again, we've seen crazy things in this World Cup, and you think that Arabia Saudi winning, like Spain winning Brazil in quarterfinals, is crazier than Arabia Saudi winning Argentina, than Japan topping the group. You think it's not possible? I think that if
I didn't say it's
possible,
crazy. I say the probability based on how you're playing.
Okay, if you win to Brazil in quarterfinals, you have the most chances.
True. No. I see where Paul is coming from. No. I see exactly where Paul is coming from. It's like how England are saying that. It's like in 2018 when England were like, oh my gosh, we're on the easy side of the draw, so we avoid all the guys. No, if you really want to win this World Cup, face anybody. And if Spain had run into Brazil and beaten Brazil, Spain are now the big dogs. They're now the team to beat. But yes. So I get where Paul is going is that you can't have that loser's mentality of like, oh, phew, we don't have to face Brazil. Because wait a minute, what about face Brazil? No, if you are here to win it, bring on anybody. We're here to beat anybody.
It's even a double-edged sword.
Wait. Hold on. Gatlock, what are you saying, Gatlock?
It's even a double-edged sword because if anything, would you rather lose to Brazil or lose to Morocco? Which one is more embarrassing?
Brazil.
No, Gatlock, no. See, I don't even like thinking like that of like, no, because losing to anybody, you've lost. Spain are here to win the World Cup. So whether they lose to Morocco, Siberia, you're out. So we failed. So basically, losing to Brazil shouldn't be seen as much more of a victory than losing to Morocco. No, we're here to win the World Cup. If we don't win it, we failed.
No. Don't get me wrong. Losing is losing. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that it's more embarrassing if it's Morocco.
I'm going to ask a question.
How embarrassing is it when Morocco just beats... Okay, well, I know it's a trash version, but Morocco did top their group.
Look,
So
my point
say
is,
without which
you
will,
can't-
but they're coming in as group winners.
but you can't underestimate anybody in this World Cup, man.
Okay, sorry,
I can see
Sam.
Morocco beating Spain, man.
Sam, say Sam.
I'm going to ask one question, and this might back Paul's point. When was the last time in World Cup history a winner didn't deserve it, and they were not the best team in the world?
What I always say is the team that wins it were the most effective team. They didn't play the best football, but the most effective team. For me, like 06, I think Argentina played the best football, but Italy were just the most effective team. So the most effective team. No, sometimes the most effective team can also be the team that plays the best football, but more times than not, it is the team that just executes the best.
I wouldn't say the team that plays the best football are the best. You can play pretty football. And
Point.
I would say the most effective team are the best team because you're getting it done.
Yes.
So France got it done. They were the best team. There was no dispute about it. Germany got it done. They were the best team. There was no dispute about it. Spain got it done. They were the best team. There was no dispute about it. So you're gonna have to go way back to actually see. Wait, did they really deserve? Were they really the best team? Do you get what I'm saying? And that backs Paul's point. If you wanna beat the best, if you wanna be the best, you're gonna have to beat the best. Do you get what I'm saying? So that you
no. Okay, so are you now saying that because they finished second and they don't face Brazil?
I'm not saying that because for Spain's quality, they should have finished first in the group. So finishing second is poor in itself.
Yeah.
However, they do have. I need to look at that bracket again.
I don't think that bracket is as easy, man.
Yeah.
Portugal and France are in that.
It's not France.
I'm saying it's much more familiar because they're versing European teams.
My thing is this is still hard.
It's the same argument.
No. My thing is this is still hard because first of all, Morocco. I think Spain should beat Morocco, but let's rule their group winners. If they beat them, most likely they now have to run into Portugal in the quarters. If they beat them, most people would say France. Maybe England, but most people would say France. So to get to the final, you're going to have to face two favorites. Portugal are amongst the favorites, France are amongst the favorites.
No,
so
I like both brackets. They're even.
It's similar for me saying that South American teams would prefer to face another South American team, in the sense that these are regular foes who they normally play a year in, year out.
But they know you as well, as much as you know them. But also, Smoke, it's not only that. The thing with Croatia is you're dealing with experience. Morocco, this is new ground. Now, new ground can go both ways. New ground can be like, we don't know these guys.
What has Croatia won that gave them experience besides progressing further?
No. It's not. It's a fact that it's the fact that Croatia, they still have Luka Modric, who I still feel is one of the best midfielders in the world, and the fact that Croatia, they have experience as players. So I would have more faith in Croatia beating Spain than Morocco beating Spain.
It's like this. If Morocco beats Spain, it's
Joe, you sound like T2. You sound like the T800, bro. So I think you need to reconnect your thing.
On that note, I'm gonna go and let somebody else join in. But
all right, my Sam, nice one, Sam. Peace out.
Whoa,
Jay, you sound like a robot. You sound like a robot. You sound like a robot. Okay, so before I take some Dubinskis, Samasi, Germany, talk to me.
I'm in pain. I'm absolute pain. I can't. I knew
How do you go out in the groups in 2 World Cups? How?
Because we can't replace the people we lost. Germany had the spine of Klose, of Schweinsteiger in the midfield, and of Philipp Lahm at the back. And our center backs are just not that good. And Rüdiger wasn't good either today. And our forwards can't score. That's easy. We had the chance to win the game against Spain in the last minute and didn't. We had the chances to win against Japan and didn't. Now we screwed ourselves. It's our own fault.
I think
total pain. By the way,
yeah.
I hope Morocco kicks Spain's ass. I hope. I'm gonna wear a Morocco t-shirt. I'm gonna pray to God that they're gonna win. Because Spain are frauds. Spain is not gonna win the World Cup.
Can I say this right now?
That's the only pleasure I have.
I have to say this right now. Musiala didn't deserve to go out like that. So they said that He completed 13 dribbles, the most ever in a single World Cup game. He didn't deserve to go out like that, bro. He
Can I
did.
go
I
on
mean,
this? I need to X.
But he's young. That's he's probably gonna win a World Cup because the younger players are actually the best players in Germany. So Mukuku in 4 years is gonna be one of the best strikers. So the future is not the problem. The now and then is the problem with Germany because this new generation after Klose and Lahm is just disastrous for us.
All right, okay. Let me say some Dubinsky's, and I want to bring
By
in
the
your
way,
boy Carlo Raccordo.
the Japan, the line is was off the line. I don't give a shit what everybody else says.
Yeah, can I go on
Look,
this?
that was okay. Let me just hit the Dubinsky's and come to you, Carlo, then to Ricardo. So shout out to your boy Jay Jokin, man. Hentai. Okay, I'm not gonna read that.
After the Kanye thing, nobody.
So let's
You read the bad part.
No. Okay, no. Okay, Talent FC. This is karma for 2010. Hashtag Lampard. Hashtag watch England win the World Cup.
1966 is the last time England won the World Cup.
And also that ball didn't cross the line as well. Okay, so Furious. Shout out to your boy Furious says they silenced Ozil and Allah grouped them. Okay, wow. Let's not. Okay, that's very religious. Let's just keep it going. Furious. Musiala is a head down dribble match. No. He played his ass out.
Dude was cursed.
No. He
twice the post. Twice.
He played his ass up, man. The guy he played his ass out. You cannot hit on that guy. You just can't hit on that guy. This is what you get for LG. Okay, all right. Thank you. It's you, Roses. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, man. Jaden Alvarado, thank you for the dub, Jaden, man. How the heck did this Germany and Belgium squad beat Portugal in the Euros? Fernando Santos' tax is real. Japan has reached Super Saiyan 2. Look.
Matchups.
Gatlock talked to him. It's all about matchups, man. It's all about matchups. But guys, remember, Gatlock, you were there. I said Spain and Japan would go through, and everyone attacked me.
I did, bro. I was so close to apologizing to Yasser, man. After we clowned him for saying Spain would go out, bro.
Yeah, it was close. No. What was it? Ricardo sent me a DM. Do you know that for about, was it about 6 minutes or something? Spain and Germany were both going out, and Costa Rica, bro. When Costa Rica scored the second goal, I lost it. When Costa Rica scored that second goal, I was like, what the freak? I was like,
if you were like that, imagine me,
bro. Man. Your husband would have been beaten, man. Benzema Dom. Musiala completed 12 dribbles today, 12. No, amazing. Like, the only issue that he just couldn't finish, man. But the issue with Germany is, once Japan were up 2-1, it was out of their hands. Because Germany needed to score like, 4 or 5 goals? It just wasn't going to happen. So once they heard the news of Japan 2-1, it was over, man. Talent FC, England, best team in the World Cup so far. Loved it here. I don't think so. Talent FC, no. Chris 333, Japan is a deceivingly good team. I would not want to play them. Spain could have played Croatia, finished first. Now they have to play Morocco, which I think is harder to beat. Actually, deceivingly good team? No. Again, matchups. If Japan play against a low block, they will lose. Give Japan space, these guys are dangerous. I think if you give Japan space, they are dangerous. But if you sit back against them, they can't break you down. Paul, you want to say something?
It's just that I thought about this. You know, if you think about it, Spain football is also based on making the other team run a lot, making the other team tired. Because actually, you might think, you know, unless they really sit on that low block, if they try to press, they're gonna run even more than the Spanish players, and you can see that in the stats. So aside like Croatia with an older team, actually it wouldn't be so disgusting. Morocco have younger. I don't know. It's a wild card. I feel more safe with Croatia with having a midfield battle there, to be honest.
All right. Miguel Rabines. Is the German style of playing being sussed out? Look at Germany's last two tournaments and Bayern's recent CL performances. I think it's the personnel. I really just think it's the personnel. I think
Bayern just completed 6 wins in their group.
Let's say Bayern looks. So I think it's literally the personnel, and I think because they don't have the right talent pool, it just like the tactics are fine. The manager does his job when you're creating chances. If they can put away the chances, it's down to the players, man. Guys, hit those likes button, guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Alhambra, guys, this is a derby. Moroccans are going to be up for it. We're ready for the battle. Oh no, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Actually, Paul, are you
truly a
confident,
derby.
bro?
Barcelona people are going to be divided here, man. Oh my
Why does
God.
it say a derby?
Because Spain is practically a quarter of Moroccan people.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay, that's cool, man. Okay, I'll carry on let me just hear from your boy Gatlock and Ricardo, and then I'll get back to your dub. So Gatlock, talk to me.
Germany screwed up. They screwed up from that first game. They screwed up, man. Because, bro, I really hate it whenever these guys are very stubborn to not play a striker. I mean, bro, I know Muller has
should they have started Folklore in? But see, here's the thing. Let's say they started Folklore in the game. It doesn't matter. Japan winning meant that this game was a moot point.
Not this game. I'm talking about from one jump from the first game.
So
Germany,
if they had
Japan.
started in that game, would they have beaten Japan?
I believe so, yeah. And play maybe Havertz behind him. Because here's the thing. I'm sorry, Muller. I've capped for Muller for years.
No. He can't.
supported Muller for
in
years.
2022, Muller can't play as a striker now.
No, he can't. Especially striker. You know what irritated me about that stuff is that, bro, you're playing two players like Havertz and Muller, whose best positions is that number 10 behind the striker. That's the thing. Look at Havertz. He's pumped us 2 goals today with full crew playing beside him. That's how it works, man. Yeah. You have to play a striker beside these guys like Havertz and Muller. And Muller should not really be starting. The thing is, for Germany, they really screwed up in that first game against Japan. They had I remember that first half, the dominant side, but they only scored a penalty. They could not score. And you think that will make this guy learn his lesson. No, in the second game, he dropped Havertz, but the guy went to start Muller again.
Yeah, no, I think he messed up. No, like that first game was where Germany lost the group because you have to now play Spain, and Spain is a team you don't have a good record against. And let's be real, they almost beat Spain, but they had to beat Spain because after losing, so that loss to Japan, I think it messed everything up for Germany.
That's the problem, man. Yeah, the fact that they even lost it. If they drew, so that would have been better. They lost it, man. And it's like this loyalty to some of the players, man. It's crazy, man. Because I felt his Muller narrative, and okay, you know what? I've praised him for a long time, and I still feel he's one of the good goalkeepers. I don't think Neuer.
Bro, Neuer flopped, man.
Yeah,
he flopped.
And I might need to apologize to Paul because I remember capping for Muller when he said we should start Ter Stegen. But you know,
Ter Stegen lives. The Steg lives.
Yeah, he's not been good, and it's showing that Muller and Neuer, I think this is their last tournament, man. And yeah, they've had 2014, but
too old.
Germany's future is okay with Moukoko, and so, but I don't know, man. Their defensive future, so they're not even looking that good.
No. I think they need to rebrand. Okay, let me come to Ricardo now. Then I'll go back to your dubs. Ricardo,
hold on. One more thing. Lukaku lives.
Ricardo, take the mic.
Later, guys. Later.
Ricardo.
Oh, HH, today is a great day, man. First of all, shout out to Spain, man. Held the L like champs, man. I honestly think.
So now you're Japanese now. Now you're not Japanese.
No, I've always been Japanese. It's in blood. It's embedded in blood. I can't do anything. No, it's not even about it's that Spain. Like, if Brazil and Argentina don't win, which to be honest, I don't think Argentina's going. Brazil may. I wouldn't mind seeing Spain win, right? Obviously, because a lot of Barca players. So I'm actually happy that Spain is on the other side of the bracket, because then it's going to be a bloodbath between the teams that I actually want to see win. So at least I got Spain on the other side. I genuinely believe that this is actually better for Spain because they're facing opponents that they are like familiar with, which would be, I mean, not Morocco, obviously, but assuming they go through, you face Portugal or Switzerland, or maybe
and then France
or
England.
So I think they're probably better their chances. And the reason why I think it'll be better is because when I look at it, let's say they face Brazil or they face Argentina, they have to face them back to back. So they have to face teams that, in my opinion, there's only 2 players in the world that can literally create something out of nothing, that being Messi and Neymar. And I think for any team, that's a nightmare, because when things are going good for your team, they're going good, but when they're going bad, they're going bad. As much as, you know, we can say the same thing about Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo relies on a service for him to score something out of nothing.
Paul, Ricardo is spitting, because I didn't really clock that other side of the group, because you'd have to go.
That's what I said.
But Ricardo, but Paul makes a point of like, if you're here to win the World Cup, come on. You can't be like, just whoever is there will beat you.
I completely get that idea, and we saw it with Real Madrid last year, like last Champions League. They just beat pretty much. They were like underdog in every tie. But you could also go into it that the purpose of this tournament is to win the final. So it doesn't matter how you get to the final, because when you're in the final, nobody's gonna talk about, oh well, did you deserve it based on who you played? No, that's not the point. Because at the end of the day, football is a cruel sport. Sometimes the best team does win, sometimes the best team doesn't win. At the end of the day, it's 90 minutes, absolutely 90 minutes. So whether or not you play a great game or just things go in your favor, it doesn't matter. So
Paul, if you meet him in the quarterfinal, Paul, you've got to come on, Paul.
Listen,
Paul, I'm begging you, Paul. My career's on the line here, Paul. If you meet him in the quarterfinal, Paul, I'm begging you, Paul.
No, but
the
thing is, no, I'll say for Portugal fans that this is actually worst case scenario, because if Japan didn't win, they would have to probably face Germany. I think Germany would have beaten Morocco, for being honest, because Germany hits another gear when they're in the knockouts. Like, we can never discount that about Germany. And if we look at Portugal's history, every time they play Spain, every time they play Germany, they can't beat them. They can't beat them. And if I'm thinking right now, who is the better team between the two, I'm thinking Spain's better between them and Germany. And I think the one time Portugal actually went out and won the tournament, which was the Euros, was when they didn't face Spain or Germany. So for Portugal fans, like, this is the worst result that could have happened for them, to honestly. And this is actually the best result in my opinion.
Unless they come second. Can they come second?
Yeah, but if they come second, they face Brazil. So
it's So for
Portugal, it's for Ronaldo, really. Like, I mean, if Portugal get eliminated, whether they get Spain, Switzerland could do something crazy, but I wouldn't even blame Ronaldo, if I'm being honest, because it's more about how his team is going to be there to support him. Right? Because if you get against Spain, you're going to get limited chances, and if you can't get any chances, then you can't really blame one dude. So I think for Spain, this is a brilliant opportunity for them to actually reach the final. I think they're probably have to worry about France, a team that can just pretty much are very flexible. But other than that, I think this is best case scenario for Spain. So I'm happy with that. Now for Germany. Let's go, bro.
Bro, I'm wearing headphones. Ricardo, I'm wearing freaking headphones, man. I thought there was a freaking earthquake in my headphones, man.
Sorry. There was an earthquake of excitement, man. For Germany, man. This is what these losers get for taking the World Cup away from Messi and pimp slapping this beautiful country 7-1.
Ricardo, that's sad, man. Ricardo,
I don't care. I'm shameless. Look, I hate to say this, shout out to all my Germans, but fuck Germany. I'm sorry. I'm so happy they got.
Shout out to all my Germans, but F Germany. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, just hold the L for today. But we need to have a serious debate, conversation about Hansi Flick, because it seems like the only time he can get it done is when he doesn't have 10 substitutions. There's no COVID roaming around, and there's no fans.
Whoa, no, stop it. Ricardo, we're not doing that. Ricardo, we're not doing that. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Ricardo, we're really not doing that. Because they don't have the players, man.
No. Okay, first of all, don't tell me they don't have the players. They have the players capable enough to get out of the groups. This is unexcusable. Let's be honest. They should have at least...
A washed-up Muller, a dude called Folklore, Werner was injured. Havertz has been garbage trash for Chelsea. What do they have?
I do not care. Hold on. Germany's football heritage. They're the most consistent team in the history of the World Cup.
But their players are crap currently.
No, they're not. Because they should have gone through based on the chances they had today.
No, true.
They should have scored like 6, 7
They should have gone through.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna go out, don't go out in the groups. That's not your level, bro. Your level is getting knocked out in the semifinals, because they always make the semifinals somehow. But shout out to Jamal Musiala, man. He didn't deserve to lose tonight.
He didn't deserve.
He deserved to get knocked out. Actually, that guy was, bro. Man was dribbling out there like 2010 Messi. Like, that guy was insane, bro. Head down. at net. It doesn't matter. But I think Germany, honestly, next World Cup they'll be a lot better just because they have Florian Wirtz, who's coming back from ACL injury. The young Dortmund guy, who's like only I can't remember his name, Mukoko or something like that. 17, 18, the kid's nice. Germany it's only going to go up from here. It's only going to go up from here. So I mean, but they're going to have to hold this L. I'm sorry. They're gonna have to
okay, let me hit some debates and come to you guys. So Kristaps Anderson, thank you for the dubs on Kristaps. Best World Cup so far. Let me just pause there, guys. I'm actually really afraid of Ghana against Uruguay. This World Cup has been so crazy. It's been so mad and so unpredictable, guys. I think Jaws may actually do something. I think Jaws may actually eat someone. Actually live. I think he might actually eat someone live and nothing. So, but guys, this World Cup, it's been crazy. But you know what this shows? I think the knockouts are going to be boring. Crazy groups, the knockouts will just be like boring and chess match. Full on Japan fan now. By the way, on Russian sports sites, only thing they say about this World Cup is how they support Qatar policies and racist stuff to the max. They can't play, so they are mega offensive. Look, man, shout out to my Russian peeps out there, my Christoph, man, because he's a doing reporting in Ukraine and everything. So Christoph, man, stay safe, my brother, man. Please stay safe, Christoph, man. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Josh Kong, new member. Welcome to the member gang. Talents FC. Imagine if Spain didn't beat Costa Rica. That's the thing. That 7-0 victory was crucial. Like, imagine if it was, let's say, 2-0 or 3-0. Would be see, if it was 2-0 or 3-0, then Germany would have. I think Germany knew that because they knew of the goal difference. They okay, look, our best chance is not scoring goals because we can't score 5 goals. It's Japan having to win the game. So they knew they were screwed. So your boy Jay, man, think of the dub: Denmark, Belgium, Germany, and almost Spain. But yet Europe have the most qualification spots. Africa only have 5, and possibly 4 or 5 can make it through. You see, no, but here's brutal. It's about now. Granted, I think that Europe shouldn't have as many, and South America, Asia, and Africa should have more. I already believe in that. But this has just been a very unique stage of like, wow, Europe have really flopped. You know, so this has been a stage of where Europe have taken a massive L so far. So let's see what happens. But I do think that it's going to be 48 in 2026, so they're going to be more African teams and so forth. I just feel let's take a few European spots, give more to Africa, Asia, and everything, man. Personally, just 3 Deutschland, man. Yeah, man. They say what's up, man. Flick said he won't celebrate the World Cup in Qatar. Wait, hold on. Let me hit it. Let me just hit that. Yeah, I don't think you can celebrate if you get knocked out in the group stage.
Oh man, I'm furious, man.
So, I mean, if you get knocked out in the group stage, I'm not really sure whether that's a way that you can actually celebrate.
Oh man.
Well, technically, he accomplished his goal. He's not going to celebrate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I know, but I don't think really he meant it in that other way, man. Aswin K, Morocco is a bad matchup for Spain, like Japan. Sort of. Spain fooled everyone in the first game. They're not that good. It's all about matchups. It's all about matchups. I said before that this matchup would suit Japan a lot more than them against Costa Rica. With Morocco, I think that it's an okay matchup for Morocco, but I don't think Morocco's passing game is as good. But Ziyech is going to be very key. But look, you know what? I think it's a great matchup because they both play differently. If it's Croatia, Spain, we know it. But why it's so good is that Spain and Morocco have so different styles of play. It'll be very interesting to see how Spain cope with how Morocco attack and how Morocco now cope with Spain's game. Minnesota community, Blue Lock Anime FC World Cup, FIFA equality. Look, I don't watch Blue Lock, man. But shout out to Blue Lock, man. Chris33, thank you for the dub. Y'all are making a sad mistake looking past Morocco. No one is. I don't see Spain meeting Morocco. Bro, I'm not saying that, oh my God, forget Morocco. I just think Spain beats Morocco. But I don't think that they'll walk over them. I don't think it's obvious. But if it's okay, place a bet. I place a bet on Spain to beat Morocco. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy. Of course, it won't be an easy game. It's going to be a tough game. But if I was Spain, I'd rather face Morocco than face Croatia. That's just me. But maybe I'm wrong. Omar Rushi, first World Cup with such drama. Africa to make the same is, bro, relax. See, the guys just getting too hype. Relax. Just relax. Just chill. Just relax. Because you see this now, and then you see like Ghana don't make it through the groups. England beats Senegal 5-0. Spain beats thingy like 7-1. And then now what?
When they change.
Wait, hold on. Let me visit that. Hold on. Furious, Germans came to protest, not to play football. Oh, yeah, look. Shut up. And today's results made me cover my mouth like Germans. Mikey, talk to me, then I'll come to your boy Josh Kong, who's a new guy in here. So, Mike, talk to me, man.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight because that was just simply insane.
It was mad, bro.
When Costa Rica scored, I absolutely screamed because I thought we're gonna actually have Spain and Germany go out of this group with Japan and Costa Rica after everybody clowned Costa Rica after the first game. I was thinking to myself, this cannot happen. Then Kai Havertz decided to actually become a footballer and become clinical. Would you believe it? Unbelievable. So, you know what? This is all I want. I want Morocco to beat Spain. Badly.
Why?
Because you can just tell in the second half, Spain did not want to win that game or didn't even try and attack. So, for doing that,
Mike, you know you have Paul here. Paul is a friend.
I don't care
of the show. Okay, all right.
I don't care because I don't like
Paul
when
is looking like he
that.
wants to punch you in the face.
Yeah, he probably wants to punch me. That's okay. Look,
Spain, man. Respect Spain.
I do respect Spain, but I hate when teams do this. They think they want to take the easy route, but they're going to get a harsh reality. That's all I'm going to say because Morocco are a very good team, and clearly with the fans they have in the stadium, that's making a major difference to how they're performing. And let's be real here. You know, Spain and Morocco, they are neighbors, and there is a territory of Spain in Morocco as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to be in the mentality. Isn't Hakimi born in Spain, Paul?
I think yes. It's just that there's such a geopolitical bomb right there. You don't have an idea. You have no idea. Like probably that bomb is hotter than USA Iran. I'm not even kidding.
Oh wow,
it's crazy.
It'd be pretty lit to watch the match in the Pacific area.
Yeah,
there has been so many things happening, like opening borders to like crazy stuff.
And I think they played against each other 4 years ago at the World Cup, I believe. I think it was 2-2 between Spain and Morocco. So yeah. So and then Germany. I mean, should have trusted the fool. This is the problem though. Like Hansi Flick went with favorites and Thomas Muller. Maybe you could say Manuel Neuer because Neuer has not been good at this World Cup, and it bit him in the butt. It bit him in the butt because Fulkrug, had he started against Japan and Spain, I think Germany would have at least won one of those games. Maybe they would have been Spain, but they just needed somebody to be clinical. They had 32 shots today.
Yeah,
32.
But it's like if Muller's a striker, you can't do that in 20 minutes. You can't do that.
Clearly, it's favorites, and maybe Germany need to think about, for the national team at least, are all these Bayern Munich players worth having? You can have in certain key positions, but all over the squad, Bayern Munich players. Fulkrug plays for Werder Bremen, and he should have been starting, but maybe they just didn't trust in him and that he doesn't have that national team experience. But this World Cup I have not seen a World Cup like this ever.
No, that's the thing because like also had shocks, but the shocks were just mainly through South Korea. But this is like we're having
South
shocks in the I know sir ref tax. Yeah. So this stuff is actually happening in the groups. So there's no like kind of ref. Okay, but in your view, did the ball cross the line? Japan goal.
I mean, to be fair, I think you guys showed one image that I was like, okay, that ball looks not over the line. But then on the TV, it clearly showed that was over the line. Actually, another thing that I realized, or somebody said to me that 2006, Italy won the World Cup. What happened? 2010, they go out of the group. 2014, they go out of the group. Germany, they win the World Cup in 2014. They go out of the group in 2018. They go out of the group in 2022.
Wow.
And Italy haven't qualified for a World Cup. So are we saying Germany don't qualify for the next World Cup?
It's 48 teams. If Germany can't qualify with 48 teams, that stuff is just wild, man.
And shout out to Japan, man. Shout out to Japan. Amazing.
No, amazing. So John Kong, talk to me, bro. Germany going out and what's happening? Talk to me.
Hey, nice to meet you. I feel.
Wait, hold on. Where are you from, though? Which country are you repping?
I'm from United States.
Okay, go for it.
But I'm Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah. So nice to meet you, everyone. But I feel bad for German because I thought despite the first game they played pretty much very well against Spain and also today. But obviously they had a proper forward, but they didn't choose to play him. So
they didn't know, and they were playing. You can't play Muller as a striker in
Yes,
2022.
correct.
You can't.
you can play Muller as a second striker, but not as center forward. That's a big mistake. And also, I feel happy for Japan, but I don't think it's a good move for Spain to take second place because I thought Spain's very good at passing games. Oh, sorry, that's my dogs. I thought Spain's very good at passing games, but Morocco side is very energetic and they can run. And they only concede 1 goal in the group stage. Their defense is very solid, and Spain also doesn't have very clinical strikers as well. So I don't think it's a good move to Spain to take Morocco over Croatia, because Croatia is more older team, so Spain can play their passing games and then try out their energy and go for 1 goal, and that's fine.
You know what? I think. So, John, finish your point.
But on the other side of group, if you see Morocco, Portugal, and France, all the favorite team, they are all very energetic in the midfield. They can run over you. So the passing game might not be that easy for Spain to play. So that's why I don't think Spain can pass Portugal or Morocco.
I think no. John raised a very good point, and I think it's a point that obviously we'll sort of get into when we now sort of talk about the other games. Morocco have only conceded 1 goal, and that was an own goal.
Yes,
so the opposition has not actually scored against Morocco, and also their manager was a defender. So that's why I think Morocco are very good defensively. So, Paul, this Morocco thing, man.
I told you that was part of the argument. Croatia
can Paul also address the fact that Simone is a brick? Because that first Japanese goal was purely down to
that was horrible keeping. That was horrible keeping.
Actually, at first glance, I thought it was it was hard to stop. I still think it's a very hard because of the potency of the shot, but then I had to give it to Michael, who said it on the group. He was right.
But see, my thing, if you're Morocco, you've topped the group. Yes, we topped the group. All right, let's go. Are you like, oh wait, we topped the group, we face Spain? Huh? So if you're Morocco, would you rather face Spain or would you have rather faced Japan?
Well, there's no way for them to face Japan. If Japan had lost, then Germany would have just gone.
Yes.
Anyway,
so Morocco doesn't have choice. They either face Spain or Germany.
So that Germany also
yeah, it was either Germany or Spain.
So Japan couldn't finish second?
No, Germany needed Spain to win.
Yeah, very much.
Because I think Germany, I'm not sure.
Germany needed.
Japan could only last or first or out.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's the thing. And Germany could only or second or out.
Yes,
so
I think so.
For there was either Spain or Germany, because those were the only two teams that could go second, or Croatia if Japan and Croatia won.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let me continue. So Ardes, talk to me, man. I mean,
Costa Rica.
The aftermath, man.
Right, so I came late. Have I missed the Lukaku grilling? Has that happened yet?
Yes, you missed it. Yes, you missed it.
Ardes, you haven't missed it. Don't worry, bro.
Mike, you know, like you're one of those kids in school that, like, when we said everything,
I'm here for the Lukaku
you tell us everything.
as well.
No, it's weird. I'm like, because I think if he was at United, still he scores that. But it is. Chelsea literally destroy number 9.
This is going to be a long night, man. It's going to be a long night.
So, I want to say something very controversial here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think. Well, okay, it's not that controversial, but I don't think Hansi Flick was like the problem for this World Cup. Like,
how's that controversial?
Not controversial.
Yeah, that's why I respect.
Yeah, it's the players. Like a manager's job is done when the team is creating chances. If you keep missing those chances, how do you blame the manager? The issue is that the talent pool are just not that there.
I think the only 2 mistakes, like the only 2 major mistakes he made in terms of like how he set his team up is, one was the whole not playing a striker thing, which you already addressed, and then 2, I think he made his German team too expansive, because I mean the dude conceded in every match, and he conceded 2 goals to.
No. Doesn't matter. You created enough chances to score.
Yeah.
The issue is that the players just do not put away those chances. Because you see, like Hansi Flick, we saw in his Bayern side, they are an expansive. He has an expansive philosophy of fully attacking. But for Bayern, you had a Gnabry on form, and you had Lewandowski. Here, you just had guys that just do not know how to freaking score.
And HH as well. He only had 1 year to prepare for this whole World Cup. Because remember, he took over last summer. So it takes a couple years to prepare for this. Look at Luis Enrique. He's had how many years now? Since 2018, 2019? So it takes years with international football. And also defensively, they're just shockingly bad, Germany.
Ardes, talk to me, man. Germany, Spain, man. Japan.
I was just, cause I caught the second half because I was actually playing football. So I was on the train on my phone. I was like, oh, okay, so Germany score first goal and then Spain score first. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's done. It's over. Clearly, Germany and Spain are going through. It is what it is. And then, like, again, I come back in the second. I was like, wait a minute. Japan has scored. I was like, yeah, Simona's like, De Gea saves that, by the way. But anyway, so like, no, but he does. So
De Gea concedes 2 or 3 in a 7-0 game. And
there we go.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't disagree with you, Paul. I'm just saying that he saves that. That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, and it's 1-1. Like, okay, but still, like, there's no one in Spain. And then, obviously, you've already talked about whether it was on the ball was out or not. To be honest, if I'm honest, I don't actually care because, as far as I'm concerned, when Germany played England, that ball had clearly crossed the line. Pre-VAR tax, I admit, pre-VAR tax. But karma. This is what happens. This is what happens. You can't get away with it all the time. It's football karma.
Oh, no. But as we said again, it's like, why are you relying on that? Germany. You should have beaten. You should have already been through by now. You should have beaten Japan already. So
yeah, ultimately, exactly. So ultimately, it's on Germany. So you can't particularly rely on that. Like Mike, like when Costa Rica went ahead, I was like, if Costa Rica had gone through, then the World Cup's peaked.
No. But it's like because imagine what would have gone through Spain. Because for me, I think Germany scored again quite quickly. So I don't know whether the Spain players got the message that Costa Rica were leading, which meant that no, guys, we need to freaking score now. Actually, no, and they needed to score 2 goals.
Yeah.
No, 1 goal. Sorry, no, 1 goal because
they would have been 1 goal. So, but I was like, there's no way that Costa Rica can go through after holding 7 to Spain. I don't know if there's a record where like a team goes through having conceded 7 goals. So I don't think it's happening.
No, never, man.
No way that's not going to happen. And to be honest, I actually think if Costa Rica had a bit, they've got old players, but had they actually had a bit more game management in quotes, then they could have done it because they were going to get 10 minutes of added time on anyway.
For me, I think Costa Rica, if you watch the game, they made some stupid decisions.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, there was a 3-on-2. Artist, a guy was free. I'm going to go here where he's winning.
There was a lot of inexperience there. I was like thinking, like, come on, guys, shut up, be tight. You don't have to go through 2-0. Even at 2-2, you still got 10-15 minutes. Just be compact. No, let's just all go bomb form and try and get something. So, all in all, they didn't manage the game poorly, and obviously they got knocked out, but they tried. And shout out to USA, the only CONCACAF team so far. I think the only CONCACAF team to go through. So it is what it is. But I think, to be honest, in summary, like I generally think people underestimate.
So Australia is Oceania, not CONCACAF.
No, they're AFC.
What the hell?
Oh,
Asia.
Asia.
I don't even know where Australia is.
Wait, shut up, man.
How Australia?
I told him my geography teacher was a moron. All right. Rob, can you speak over these plans? Rob.
Finish my point.
Okay, finish your point.
Yeah. So, but ultimately, I just think that people underestimated the Blue Samurai, i.e., the Japanese team. I generally think that, like, what he's saying, oh, Germany didn't do this, just spend. People underestimated Japan. They played well, and they've actually built on the previous World Cup performances. And actually, they have a issue, to be honest. Actually, never against Croatia with the legs. So we'll see what happens.
Rob, talk to me, man. How did it get its winner hand? Japan, man. Were we always sleeping on Japan?
But by the way, HH thought that Africa had 24 countries. Just like...
So Rob, talk to me. Rob, talk to me. So you talk us on Japan. Rob.
I'll be the same. I think that Morocco was very bad for Germany that I lost, and well, like everyone said, they don't really have a great striker. Well, they have Fulkrug, who has been good this season, but he doesn't start. But you could argue based on his stats, he is just on a purple patch because before this season, Fulkrug has been pretty bad. So you could argue that the manager has a reason for him not to start him because he is just on a purple patch. You could argue because before the season he was not great. But for Germany, that's really bad. Spain, I think, should have won, or it was, and I think that the Japan chance or that Japan goal, I think it was over the line. So you could argue that Germany was screwed with that. And with Morocco and Croatia, I think that Morocco is probably the harder game because they have been playing better. Because when you look at Croatia, they haven't played very well this World Cup so far. They have been a bit underwhelming, like they have maybe the better players, but you kind of feel like there's a more togetherness, a better performing team with Morocco. So I think that Morocco could be harder than Croatia because they've been performing better. And they kind of feel like there's more togetherness right now with Morocco.
Do you know the thing about this line? I think I just figured it out. Do you know how a ball is and the structure of a ball?
No,
if you now see from here, it's over the line. But view it from bird's eye view. From bird's eye view, if you look at it, it probably doesn't cross the line. Because from how we are viewing it, we don't see it from the top where the stuff that extends out maybe is just I'm talking like freaking inches.
The law actually says that it's the curvature of the ball has to be completely over the line.
That's it's not the bit of, it's basically it's the round curvature of the point which we can't see from we can't see it from this angle. We can only see it from a bit. So I think that why did they show the freaking bird's eye view? Because if you see the bird's eye view, you can see that it's just about touching why Ricardo was saying.
No, it's just that the lines are applied to the entire pitch. So, for example, if you were to remove the nets, you just have a big rectangle. So when you have goal line technology, it tells you if the ball goes over the line, the goal counts. So it applies even to the out of bounds.
Exactly.
I think the last time this happened that I clearly remember, it was the Ajax versus Real Madrid game when Ajax scored a goal. They were Real Madrid. I think they claimed that the ball went over, and then they went to the replay and they showed from a bird's eye view that Ajax, the ball didn't go out. That's the last time I remember something like this happened. But at least to this extent, where everybody probably thought the ball went over. But yeah, no, it's kind of like it's the same logic with the whole goal line technology. The ball didn't cross the line.
I just tagged you like in a Twitter picture that has like a upside, like an up view of the
bird's eye view.
Wait, did you send it on my DM or you just tagged me on Twitter?
Oh, I mean, I don't follow you. I mean, I don't think you follow
okay. So you tagged me. Okay.
Yeah, I just tagged you.
So I think the World Cup ball has the sensor inside, so referee will know if it's out of the line or not.
I don't think the sensor has anything to do with that.
Oh, boss, it is inches.
Yes,
it is literally freaking inches.
It's probably not an inch. Probably millimeters to you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no. Yeah, thank you. It's millimeters. That's not even an inch. So you can see it's literally just like a freaking millimeter is on there.
That ball is like 2 centimeters, like more to the corner, and maybe that line of
guys.
Of
We're talking millimeters.
It's literally a pubic hair away, man.
No, but you know what it is?
One herb, like one green.
No, because guys. As much as the rule is, you can't just say, "Oh well, no." It's either the whole ball or nothing. If it's a pubic hair, it's not the whole ball.
Yeah.
So I mean, like a pubic hair is a pubic hair. So I know, but come on, to lose via a pubic hair, that must. But again, I'm sorry, no, Germany, you're Germany. You can't think like that.
Yeah.
You should have beaten Japan to begin with. So what are you saying, bro? Talk to me. Core. SK, talk to me, bro.
Oh, about the Spain game, right?
So the whole thing,
Honestly, so
Japan
yeah,
going through, Japan messing up, Spain somehow messing up to be first.
Okay, that Japanese player, I think his name is Matoma.
Yeah, from Brighton.
Because I remember that guy well from when they played Grand Port. So like that guy is.
Didn't he lubricate?
RDS. Shush.
No, I just remember him lubricating.
SKFC talk.
But basically, that guy's a baller, bro. That guy is a baller. I think honestly, Japan what really impressed me about Japan, especially when out of the gate, was their pressing in the second half. They definitely caught Spain lacking because I think, like, to what you guys were saying earlier, Spain definitely didn't see that coming. Because like in the first half, Japan would definitely like way more passive. And I think that was definitely a part of their game plan to just kind of like similar to what like Atletico do sometimes, where they'll kind of like play off the gas a little bit and try to like really come out the blocks in the second half. In terms of the Morocco game, honestly, it's definitely a toss up. And honestly, I think for Morocco, like Ziyech is definitely going to be the.
He's going to be crucial.
Especially
in the transition.
Exactly. So
and also, well, actually, El Nesri knows Torres, but doesn't really know Homeboy. So at least Nesri knows if he feels the Spanish players who play in Spain. So, no, I mean, I think I prefer that match a lot better than Morocco-Croatia because I think it was right. I mean, I prefer that rather than it being Croatia-Spain because Spain-Morocco. That's just a nice blend of styles. Two very different styles. I'm like, okay, which one is this now? Is now going to win? All right, let me hit the Dubinsky's, man. All right.
I'm sorry, but you know Morocco is going to play the counter attack and are going to let Spain have the ball. Like it's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Oh no, yeah, and which is why I said like
that's not different.
The thing is, Morocco. I don't think Morocco has Japan's energy and pace. That's what most people are forgetting.
And also they don't move the ball around as well as Japan do.
Honestly,
I think Japan make for good passes.
Another thing I think we've overlooked is who do you have before you get to your Dubinskis? Who do you have out of Japan and Croatia? We haven't even like referenced that at all.
You would have to favor Croatia.
I mean,
no. For me, you know,
a worse version of Spain.
No. I have to. The reason why I tip it to Croatia is because Croatia won't open up as much as, let's say, Spain do or Germany do. So Croatia won't give. And also, first of all, Croatia are very good defensively. Like Vardiol has been one of the best defenders in this World Cup.
Yeah, the Croatian Guardiola.
The only argument you can make is that Japan have come through a harder group. And what I do know about tournaments is that when you faced harder teams, it puts you in better stead going on in the tournament. Yes, okay, you put 4 past Canada. Okay, let's be real. Like Canada went on. That's very different from beating Spain and Germany. So
exactly.
I think Japan has a chance.
I genuinely think that when it comes to knockouts, especially in the World Cup, I think there's a level of normalcy that comes back. Like in the groups, you could see it because there is a margin of error, but because you have another game to bounce back. In the World Cup, you can't do that.
Like let me see, knockouts, it's now big boys, and also especially if there's no like ref tax like with South Korea in O2. Knockouts is like okay, all right, now. Hence why I say I favor Spain over Morocco and I favor Croatia over Japan because now, as Ricardo just said, you can't make any mistakes now. Like now, you have to win. You have to win now.
Croatia really impressed though. Besides that 4-1.
No,
you don't need to impress. My thing is, this is what I always say. That's why I say, forget France and Brazil winning this World Cup. It's about the team who just slowly just build up and get it done.
Are you saying Argentina?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take the bins. Okay, so unknown depressed Packers fan. Oh, hey, shout out to the wait, where are they from again? Isn't that Aaron Rodgers? Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers. This has been the best World Cup. Team USA all the way.
Bro, it's not the best World Cup, man. Everybody keeps saying it's the best World Cup, man.
2005.
No. Like you can't say it's the best World Cup because it's not finished yet. It's like if the knockouts are trash, no. But we can say this has to be one of the best group stages of any World Cup.
No, for sure.
You can say that.
But my point is that I think people will call every World Cup the best World Cup because it's been 4 years. Like they have no.
But I think that you literally can't say it because it's not ended yet. It's like if the knockouts are trash, then it's a great World Cup.
But this has been a better group stage than 2018. That's for sure.
No, Mike. I'll agree with you. Because remember, we don't know what's going to happen with Ghana and Uruguay. For me, I can't remember a group
Serbia,
stage
Switzerland.
that has. Yeah, I can remember a group stage that has been this crazy.
Yeah.
TKO.
1930 was the best World Cup, by the way.
Who?
1930, when only Uruguay was the World Cup winner.
Because they finished fourth.
Wait, was that? No, the World War II was in 1939, was it? Okay, there we go. Okay. TKO. Blue Lock, Mike, relax, man. I was like, my history teacher wasn't that great. Blue Lock lives, man. Shout out to Blue Lock lives. Belgian, okay, all right, you know what?
La caca.
All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Why do you defend this?
Relax. No, Ricardo. There's a certain industry plan that I'm going to talk about. Relax, I'll get there. I'll get there. Don't worry, I'll get there. Real Madrid fought in UCLs. Well, actually, I don't know. Luis Enrique sold that game. He started Balde and Inaki Williams. Those kids ain't ready. Spain got the easy side now. Also inducts Lukaku in the academy.
I don't know, man. This dub sounds a little.
Oh yeah, Don Enrique, man. Don Enrique.
Yeah,
man.
I don't agree at all with this.
No, bro. Like Balde, let's see. Inaki Williams, I thought was okay. Balde was great. Balde should be starting. Inaki Williams was cool. It's not for me. As Paul said, it was the team mentally, psychologically, they played for 45. They didn't play for 90. And they allowed, and also, let's just be real. They also allowed Germany to come back in the game as well. So it's happened in the second game, like in the second half, they allowed the team to come in and they didn't really control.
There's one big problem with this dub, HH. Not the Olympics for Ghana.
Yeah,
oh, sorry, it's what's his name? Nico Williams.
But the dub says Iñaki. I tell you, this dub is racially motivated.
Okay, look, thank you. Look, let's just artist is not Arsenal, so it's funny. Israel. I'm just going to correct. Say Israel. Do you think Pep and the false nine system has killed the development of traditional number nines?
Yes.
Well, it has contributed. It has contributed because my thing is, when that happened, I'm like, and I'll say this again. The only people that can use a false nine are that's peak Spain team or the peak Barca team. You have to have the players to utilize it. If you don't have high IQ passers of the ball, you play damn striker. So if you don't have those high IQ midfielders, you play bloody striker in your damn team because you don't have the kinds of players that Spain team had or Barca had. So what are you doing? Play damn striker.
To be fair, strikers are kind of coming back because you can see Julian Alvarez, you can see Endrick Haaland, Johnny Mbappe.
No, they're coming. No, and they have to.
I mean,
football will never evolve beyond strikers. It's never will. Never.
Honestly, the only elite team I can think of that doesn't use strikers consistently is Liverpool, and even then, they have obviously.
Wait, hold on, wait. So you're saying Darwin?
No, they're doing that. That's my.
No, I know.
No. Show respect to Charles. Darwin is dropping it. It's wait. Okay, let me know.
But sorry. Like people don't know what false nine is. Like false nine is not like that. That the number 9 doesn't sit inside the area doesn't mean that he's not a number 9. Or a number 9, a pure number 9 is a goal scorer. Okay, there are better goal scorers and worse goal scorers. Morata is a pure number 9. Asensio can play as a number 9. Just because Asensio plays in the wing and is good passing and goes back defending doesn't mean that
but
it's a false nine because
Nunes
the false 9
is a
never.
Nunes is a false 9 in the sense that he's a player pretending to be a striker. It's got nothing to do.
That might be true.
Okay, wait. Let's finish this job business. From J2S. Rudiger Gono Naruto run his way home.
Friggin' clown.
Hey, relax, man. Relax, my brother. Falcon Rangers 3-1-1. It's just a cycle. Germany made 3 World Cup finals back-to-back in 82, 86, and 90. Yeah. Then had a bad World Cup in 94, 98. Yes, since then, they made 02 finals, 06 semi-final, 2010 semi-final, and 1 in 2014. Now they had 2 bad ones. It's a cycle. 100. Like,
We will be back.
No. I remember. It was Euro 2000 and I think they had like a really bad. I think it was Euro 04. And that's when they said, okay, we have to now have like a massive rebuild and
That was
fully
Euro
invest in the youth teams.
2000.
So who?
Euro 2000 was that?
Euro 2000. Yeah, I think it was Euro 2000 where they had a yes, it was Euro 2000. And then they had, and remember, basically that 2010 team was something that was very years in development. I think what's going to happen is Germany will like, all right, guys, well, we're Germany. Let's not F about. Let's now, so come 2026, and remember, the next Euros, where's the next Euros? It's in Germany. So let's.
Yeah, we have 2 years.
I heard a crazy stat about Thomas Muller. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe Sebastian can help me. But I heard at this World Cup, the last Euros, and the last World Cup, that Thomas Muller has no goals and no assists. Absolutely nothing.
Look. I
It
think
has been true.
Yeah,
But he still has a World Cup. When your gold Messi has none. So I don't care.
Until he wins this one, this okay. Let me hit this one. Furious. Wait, hold up. The Musiala Genjutsu will be exposed as time goes. Dribbling with his head down, doesn't lift his head to find his teammates. Low IQ, no. Wait, what are you on about? He was trying to make things happen. What the hell are you on about?
It's racist. Low IQ is racist.
No. It's this guy's bad.
To be fair, some of those runs were.
Miguel Rabines. Is it a coincidence that since Klose retired, Germany bowed out of the group twice? Did not realize how important Klose was to Germany. No, look, they did a striker, and Klose was key. Without a striker, but I hate him. He almost cost me a UCL. Timo Werner was needed for them. Timo Werner was needed.
This is like character development for you, because a year ago, I don't think you would have ever said that.
Well, I don't mean it, so there you go. Mr. Job on 49. Nkunku is French, not German. Oh, yeah, no, I know he's French. We know he's French. HC, I'm waiting for the cheeky Thomas Muller post. What's cheeky Thomas Muller?
Because he normally posts a cheeky post of making fun of people and stuff. But yeah, that's
look, Muller, you have to take an L, man. Like he has to take an L. Shut up, man. Just 3. Germany, it's happened again. The second most successful nation. This is a disaster. Embarrassing. Serious questions now. And as I said, they're hosting Euro 2024. Yeah, man, it's mad. Spain, both colonized and was colonized by Morocco. Paul, is this true? Was Spain colonized by Morocco?
Colonized Morocco. Morocco didn't exist when north of Africa when the Islam got big, like in Rome, after Rome times, they got.
Okay. Real Madrid 14 UCLs. My question to Mike: where is your country home? That's a bit personal. Mike, do you want to answer this? It's a bit personal.
Well, half American, half Finnish. So
there you go. Shout out, man. Shout out my American Finnish brothers out there, man.
Just an FYI, Finland would have been better at the World Cup than Belgium were, but we'll get to that.
Yes,
that's
a
lot of things. At least Pookie would have finished those chances today instead of Lukaku.
Pookie would have actually. El Mejor Rincon. HH, man. Brazil, Uruguay is going to pop off. So this guy is assuming that Uruguay will make it through. Now, Ghana, I love you, but I think
That's probably the worst case scenario for Brazil, if we're being honest, because they're not coming out of that game 100% healthy.
No, that's true. That's a fact. Alhambra, Moroccans really wanted Spain. Trust me. Yeah. Well, look, man. So it's going to be a big game, and also Morocco will have most of the fans, so it's going to be like a home game. So look, man, I can't wait, man. Ramirez Suresh, based on talent, Musiala or Mbappe?
This is interesting. I think Mbappe is more effective.
Yeah, I think Musiala technically is better.
Musiala's dribbling better than Mbappe.
Yes, he's on the ball skills are better, but Mbappe is more effective.
Mbappe's dribbling depends entirely on the space he has. It's not necessarily the best.
Yeah. He can't walk in tight spaces. He can't walk in tight spaces.
There's a lot of players, honestly, like with this Mbappe and Haaland thing, like Vinicius, Pedri, Musiala are better technicians in my opinion.
Yes, 100%. Turn 18 of the Monaco Grand Prix. What the fuck? Wait, what is this? Wait, are those checker flags?
Those are F1 flags.
All I see is RDS is
that's my forehead for some reason.
Why do you have his forehead?
He's talking about his hairline, man.
Is he talking about his hairline?
Come on, respect RDS.
That's deep. That's deep. Talent FC. Ricardo, Germany are consistent. 2018 and 2022 out. Karma for 2010. Oh Lord!
Not an Englishman twerking for the Germans.
No, he's making. He's
so
making fun of it.
Ansu Fati playing like Somali. I mean, okay, guys, let's deal with this. Let's deal with this. Now look. Now let me begin.
Yeah.
He won a Serie title with Inter Milan. He was injured, not fully fit. He was coming back from a serious career-ending injury. People thought that he wouldn't ever recover from his injury. That's how bad his injury was.
Don't forget the interview.
RDS, can I ask you a very simple question, RDS?
Mm-hmm. You are signed by
Chelsea.
No.
Actually, no. Even better. Actually, no. I'll ask RDS and ask Smokers. RDS, was Kevin De Bruyne fully fit coming into this World Cup? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Yes or no?
No. I'm trying to.
You can do that. It's a yes or no question.
No, what I'm saying is that like it's difficult because like is being too old classed as being unfit.
De Bruyne is like he's not even 30 yet.
He is 31.
Yeah, I'm making the thing that he kept on saying that the team was too old.
He was referring to Jan Vertonghen's geriatric, okay.
Including himself in that.
Mike, was Kevin De Bruyne fully fit coming into this World Cup?
Oh no, mentally he was gone though. That's for sure. He gave up even before this tournament started.
Ricardo, was Kevin De Bruyne fully fit to entering into the World Cup? Fully fit and ready.
I think he was actually in form going into this World Cup.
Yes. So guys, here's the thing: is that guys, you guys are bullies.
HH, I know what you're doing here.
No.
He's trying to distract us.
No. You guys, you pick on the very easy target because it's simple.
No, stop it.
Watch. No, Ricardo, let me land. I'll give you the mic. Let me land.
Because you're cooking up some stale food right now.
No, one sit. He missed one sit, and that was it. The other ones we actually had chances. Let me land. De Bruyne, you had 3 games. 3 games. So you want to rely on a injured? You were so bad. You had to call upon an injured player to try to help you. Lukaku was injured. So De Bruyne, you're fully fit. You're the best midfielder in the world. You're like top 4 in the world. You are the face of everyone. You won man of the match in the first one. And you're relying on an injured Lukaku to bail you out. That is embarrassing. That is disgusting. That is pathetic. That is downright pathetic. The fact of the matter is this. Lukaku, you flopped those chances. But I'm sorry, it's 3 games. The biggest fraud in all this, the best to blame is Kevin De Bruyne. You let your team down. You are the face of your team, and you are the reason why Belgium went out. It is you and you alone. You take full responsibility because you flopped in the first game, you flopped in the second game, and you flopped in the third game. Oh, but he created a few chances. You did nothing. And you've been exposed as the fraud as you always were. You were always a fraud. I knew you were a fraud. I knew that you relied on Pep. You need daddy. You always needed a daddy. So you're not saying that, oh, look, they said to Lukaku, what? Come on, guys. You're better than this. Better than this. Guys, we are football aficionados. We are better than this.
Everything HH is saying is true if he just replaces De Bruyne with Hazard. If you just
okay, can I respond? Can I respond? Can I respond? Can I respond? No. Let me respond. No. Let me respond.
Okay.
Before this World Cup, a man Hazard with his own mouth, from his own mouth, the guy says, "I'm finished." With his own mouth, he said, "I'm done." We knew he was finished. But I'm sorry. No. Yes, we did. Everybody said, De Bruyne is amazing. Best midfielder in the world. This guy's amazing. He's superb. Why do you hate on him? If you're the best midfielder in the world, you take your team through and you show up. He ghosted. Because my thing is that you can't put this on Hazard because he said he's finished. You can't put this on Lukaku. He was injured. He was injured. Yes, he played in months.
Did you say Hazard was finished as well, HH, before the World Cup?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes, I did. The two tickets I did. I did.
Because so then, if you thought that Hazard was finished, then why did you think that Belgium would top this group?
Wait, when did I say Belgium was? No, I said that. I think that
you said Hazard. If your logic is true, because that was true before. Lukaku was injured before the World Cup. Hazard finished. So the only thing was okay. KDB would carry this Belgium side too, and you don't rate KDB anyway.
Yeah,
so
he's trash.
Yeah,
He's a fraud.
So you still predicted Belgium to get through.
I did not predict. I thought it was going to be Canada and Croatia. For me, I said that Belgium were not going to go through. And people I said that was my big thing. Was like, you know what? I'm not sure Belgium make it through. But then see, I was if and off. But I was like, you know what? Earlier on, I was like, Belgium. I'm not too sure because I knew something like this would happen. Do you know why? This thing goes as far as that takes them. If Hazard wasn't ready, if this team lied, wait, what is?
I can't lie, HH. You're actually correct with that one.
No,
Prime Hazard was carrying this team at times.
Mike, Ricardo, shut up. Mike, talk to this guy. Ricardo, can you shut your sticky mouth and let Mike talk? Mike, talk.
You cook like a white woman, man.
Okay, Mike, just get the good Mike.
Okay, so the thing is, when Hazard was in his prime, Belgium were at the top. And when Hazard has declined, Belgium have declined.
That's funny, isn't it? Artist, that's really strange, isn't it, Artist? Artist, you filthy sticky hater.
Wait,
do you hear what he said? No, hold on. So when Hazard was at his best, Belgium were at their best. When he declined, they can't get out of the groups. That's really interesting, isn't it?
You know what the funniest part about this is? Finished Hazard still played better than De Bruyne in this World Cup. That's the ironic part.
But also, we're forgetting this. Once Vincent Kompany retired from the national team, this national team declined as well. So that's another added thing.
They have no leaders.
Let Mike land.
Because I gotta go. I gotta sleep.
Let Mike land.
Because I gotta wake up in 5 hours. The last thing I want to say is, Lukaku had an XG by himself. Nobody else had an XG of 2.11.
Wait, Mike.
I thought it was like 3 something.
The team was 3.95. Lukaku was.
The team is 3.5. Lukaku is like 2.2.
Okay,
HH, you said that HH, how many of those chances should he have buried? I'll give you the one where it deflects, I think, on Gvardiol, and then it goes off of him. That just went narrowly the right post. The rest of them has to be scored.
No. Okay, no. Here's my thing. It's okay. A striker fully fit scores those. Now, if we hold on, Mike. If we apply injury, if we apply injury tax,
scored with his dick on one of those. What the
okay, if we I'm gonna send this clown off. Wait, Mike. Even if you're fully injured or not fully fit, the one that Torgan Hazard crossed to him. Bro, I mean, I can't defend that.
It's like he plays to Manchester United.
The right-footed one which hit the post, okay, that's unfortunate, right? That's unfortunate. Yeah. The other two, the header,
there was no goalie in net. Come on,
oh my god. There's no excuses for that.
Wasn't that like 2 minutes after he hit the post as well?
Yeah, it was. Look, it was a calamitous, but Mike, Belgium as a whole. Just talk about this whole generation as a whole and everything. Like this whole campaign. Is it down on Lukaku or is it down on that fraud Kevin De Bruyne who ghosted in 3 games?
Or Eden. We should talk about Eden as well.
It's based on everything.
Is this on De Bruyne?
It's the manager. Maybe you could even say Thierry Henry as the assistant manager because he clearly didn't help Lukaku with his finishing today. And defense, this is the problem. Martinez decided, you know what, I'm going to keep going with the veterans, and the veterans let him down. So you're going to have to give some blame to Martinez. I'll agree, KDB was an absolute no-show. You're going to tell me that Tyler Adams carried the USA midfield more than Kevin De Bruyne did in any of those matches? I'm sorry. He ghosted. And he gave up even before this World Cup started with those comments. As soon as he said that, I knew Belgium were going to go out. You don't make those sort of comments before a World Cup, and if you have an elite mentality,
it's a loser's mentality. He has a loser's mentality.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I don't like that in players. Okay, the situation is tough, and you got bricks everywhere, and Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Witzel. Like, these guys are terrible. They shouldn't be anywhere near the pitch for the national team. But you can carry them. You can show, I'm at this level while everybody else is down here. But he decided, oh, I'm just going to drag myself down here as well. And that's the problem with Kevin De Bruyne, especially in this World Cup. But he's not the only one to blame. This whole team, Eden Hazard didn't even start today. It's just...
and also, people were calling for trust. David May, he didn't do anything when he started.
I mean, Mertens, you could say, was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, he had one of the best chances, yeah.
Doku was good too.
Doku was good.
Yeah. So look, I don't think it's a failure, this golden generation, in a sense that it is very difficult to win international trophies, and you only have a short period of time. You have it every 2 years, and to be honest, it was from 2016 and 2018. Those were the only 2 years where you could say they had to win something. They didn't, and that's the only problem I have with it. They just were underachievers. I don't think they're failures, but they're underachievers.
Ricardo, talk to me, man.
All right, man. Oh my God, man! Like, I hear you with the whole Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not denying that.
But you're a hater who has a Lukaku agenda like everyone else.
No,
and,
I just think
and you can't think for yourself because you want to go. I can't now. I won't let.
First of all, you made some stale food and then you burnt it, so there was no flavor to begin with.
No. Continue. Continue.
Look, Kevin De Bruyne.
He hates to come think for yourself.
We gave him, well, we didn't really give him 2 passes because he choked, but whatever. Then he gave up on his team midway through the tournament. Right? I hear what Michael's saying, that when Hazard was at his top, Belgium was kind of, well, they were never really on top other than FIFA rankings, but they were at their best. But when he went down, Belgium went down. But I think there's more to that. Let's look at the players they had. Company left, Vertonghen, Toby, I can't never pronounce that guy's last name.
Alderweireld.
Yeah, that dude. These guys they were good. Was it Thomas Munier? I forgot.
Yeah, Munier.
Decent player. The Witzel, decent. Mertens, decent. So
Dembele.
Musa Dembele.
Yeah, Musa Dembele.
Oh, him too. I forgot about it. So it's not just that lollipop head. So it's not only just Hazard, but a lot of the core has aged out. It just completely aged out. So it's not on Hazard. But when it comes to this game in specific, Lukaku.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me cook.
I know. You can't. I know. Keep in mind he's not fully fit. Just keep in mind he's not fully fit.
I'm not gonna be a sous chef to a white woman. All right, so relax. Just relax for a second.
Shout out to white women, man. Racial equality.
If you give those chances that he had tonight to none other than the GOAT Naldo, I guarantee you your energy would be way different right now. Bro, those chances he's had, bro, he should have scored a hat trick.
Okay.
He should have.
When do you talk about him not being fully fit? That Belgium was so bad they had to call a guy who was fully injured to try to help them.
The one where was it the Hazard, the one that actually plays well, that doesn't have a BBL, when he crossed it in.
Yeah. You have to score that.
Lukaku didn't even have to use his legs, so it didn't even matter if he was injured. He could do one little.
No. That's indefensible.
Do you remember Ronaldo in the against was it Uruguay? The first 5 minutes, he does the little shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Could have done that. He could have just chested in. He could have hit it with his third leg. He could have done something with it, and he would have scored. But he didn't. He shit. And then the header, bro. There's literally no goalie. There's no goalie.
Yep.
There's no goalie.
No,
there's no goalie. He just had to let that ball bounce right off his big ass forehead, and it would have.
Easy.
Bro, oh my God. And do you know the worst part is, man? The worst part is that this guy has the audacity. He does this every single time he fucks it up. He looks at the camera and he's like,
the shot place. Oh my God, yes.
No, bro. He's with the Rock Nation, and I think it's part of the Rock Nation deal.
This guy has seen way too many ghosts, and some of those ghosts may be KDB and Eden Hazard, bro. Like Eden Hazard, bro. I love Eden Hazard in his prime.
Ricardo, he's finished. He even said he's finished.
No, it's not even that, bro. It's like you're ultimately finished when they bring you the number 10 of a. Look, if you were number 10 for your national team, You gotta be undisputed starter. All right, this guy's coming on the 87th minute. This guy's recovering from his second BBL. Now this guy's finished, bro. He's done. He's done, bro. Yeah,
Excuse me?
Yeah, he's
Wait,
done.
wait, Eric, man. De Bruyne. Why did De Bruyne flop for Belgium? What do you think? Where did it go wrong for De Bruyne at this World Cup with Belgium?
Yeah, look. First of all, look. I think I know you don't like De Bruyne. I hope you can
I
hear
have
me.
nothing against him. He's a
Okay.
lovely guy and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Okay,
one
so
of my best friends is white, so it's not an anti-white.
yeah. Okay, you're not racist because you have a white friend. I think De Bruyne is he's someone who you have an agenda against De Bruyne, but you're right. He's not good enough for Belgium. He flops at the biggest moments. You can't deny it. He's just not. Doesn't show. He shows for City. So that's fair. You're right. But this game is just. I don't know if there's anything any player could have done. Sometimes every team has a standout player or maybe a few that even when they're playing poorly, you get them out. France have Mbappe. Even when they didn't play so well against was it Netherlands, they still won. They still squeezed out a result. Belgium have nobody. It was supposed to be Lukaku, but Lukaku, okay, give him all the excuses you want, but he's not on that level. He's not a world class player. He's not even good nowadays.
No, but Eric, our guy, our man, as a savior. When Hazard was at his best, that's when Belgium were a threat. The moment Hazard is not at his best, and it's now Kevin De Bruyne. We said De Bruyne, he's not up to this. He's not up to the
I'm
standard.
gonna head out. All right, y'all have a
Ricardo,
nice
peace
day.
out. Peace out.
Peace out.
Yeah, look, for me, man, I think when they lost to who did they lose to? Morocco. When they lost 2-0 to Morocco, that was the game. That was over. I mean, when you lose to Morocco like that, I think Hazard said some comments as well. It wasn't just De Bruyne. I think Hazard said some things. I'm not sure.
No, Hazard said he thought they could win. So he wasn't doing what De Bruyne.
Okay,
so about himself, but not about the team. That's the difference.
So who was the player who said that they had a better chance before now and now they're old?
Kevin said that.
Kevin
De Bruyne.
Okay. And then there was another comment
English
about
is not his first language, though. You have to understand it's English text. He speaks Flemish.
Eric,
yeah, that's a good excuse.
Actually, no, I think Simas is right. Let me just hear. Eric, continue.
Yeah, I think we can tell Smoke is a City fan, but look, for me, man, it's just unfortunate. Belgium aren't good enough. The best chance they had was 2018, but they just had to face a France team that were way too good.
2018 was the chance. 2018 was the chance.
It is what it is. What's his name? Vertonghen, Alderweireld, you guys are done. De Bruyne as well. I mean, he might be involved in the next World Cup, but it's unlikely. I'm not sure if he'll have that longevity. He's not Modric, so maybe he'll be out as well. Hazard, even at his best, okay, you can have said, what about 2018? What about before that? You could have said Hazard in his prime would, help them make the difference when it. Look at 2016. Hazard was on the pitch and they lost to Wales. So
no. Okay, let me educate you. Zad was born in the summer.
Oh, come on, don't do that.
Before 2018, it was Eden Hazard. So I don't know where you're rubbing. Like, guys, this is like.
HHP used to think Alexis Sanchez is better than
No. Yeah,
this is true.
Facts.
I do actually have.
Yes, no, 100%. And yes, Alexis Sanchez was better than Hazard before summer 2018. And
I definitely disagree with that. But
Zad was born in the summer of 2018.
So very quickly. So Zad was only for 2 years because when did he die? Because that's not Zad now. So when was he finished? In 2019. So you're literally saying from 2018 to 2019.
So Eric.
Real Madrid.
So Eric. I think Eric has a mic. I think Eric was speaking. Eric, come back.
Yeah, Jamal was. I think Jamal was saying some interesting things, but look, man. It is what it is. This team is not a golden generation team for me. It's just a really good team at a good time. That showed us some glimpses of something, but You can't call this team a golden generation, man. There's nothing.
That lasted for a season.
R.I.P. man. He was a good one. he was
Look,
good.
HH is wrong on that one, man. I'm sorry. You can't disrespect him like this. He wasn't Zad for a year.
So pay by
that's your fault. That's HH. That's all your fault.
One season wonder, HH.
Wow.
Look, look, for me, man, I'm not even upset. I'm not. Hazard wasn't. Did you see his face after the game? He didn't even care. He was done a while ago.
Eric, Eric. Now we're now getting to the real crux of the matter here, and it's the issue with this Belgium team. The reason why Hazard didn't really become that dude is he didn't care enough.
Mentality,
His mentality, like,
HH,
everyone knew that Hazard, the guy's talent was off the chain, but to be elite, you have to marry talent with character and desire and application. Hazard just did not work hard enough, and he didn't care enough about being the best to really fully fulfill what he could potentially do. But that coincides with who comes out and says that we're too old to win the World Cup. So the mentality and the psychology of the team is that these guys, they didn't care.
HH, that's not fair, HH. In the sense that, okay,
don't he dare cape for the De Bruyne? Don't he dare cape?
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
The thing is, I'm not gonna speak for KDB. I think he's partly to blame in the sense that when you come from a City team where hard work is a must in a Pep team, if you don't work hard, regardless of how good you're gonna sit bench, and then you come to a place whereby you can see they're on vacation. Of course, you're gonna be frustrated, right? So. But that still doesn't excuse him for ghosting in games, right? And I feel as if the Belgium midfield is actually overrated. These guys aren't as good as people
claim. We know this.
They are. Right. And what's worse is when you have a brick of a manager, HH, it doesn't make it any easier, right? And when you have an old defense whereby their combined age is probably equivalent to 3 or 4 teams combined. That means that once the ball passes that midfield, it's a goal or an attempt on target. So that Germany team, that Belgian team, just lack characters. Once the moment Company left, I knew that this whole hype of golden generation and Ricardo was right. The only thing they achieved was being first in the FIFA rankings. Other than that, what makes them a golden generation?
They get third place in the World Cup last year.
And it doesn't make it easier when your striker's first touch is a pass.
Oh no, guys. It is a golden generation.
Yes.
Ivory Coast was a golden generation. Golden generation isn't out. You have to win something. Golden generation is that your country at a given point in time has 6, 4, 5, 7 talented players.
My question is, how long can a team be labeled dark horses? Right. You eventually you need to live up to that title of being dark horses.
Wait.
No, they were favorites in
2018. No, Smoke. What I'm saying is that you said, how are they gold? They are a golden generation.
Yeah.
Because a golden generation is your country at a given point in time has a collective of top players who are amongst top 4, top 5 in the world at their points.
But today, I'm saying, are you noticing a pattern that almost all Chelsea players outside that blue jersey, they seem to do, they're different players. Like, I don't know what you guys do.
Jamal, your thoughts on this whole Belgium golden generation. Jamal has the mic.
Yeah, I mean Belgium, man. It's a sad story, man. You know when I know this Belgian team was finished? When they start the game with Batshuayi up front, man. I mean, that's when I know this was, because I'm just saying Origi is not the greatest, but Origi is better than Batshuayi, man. Why didn't you pick Origi? But anyway, that's the next story. HH, man, I agree with you. I know you have a De Bruyne agenda, but this guy coming in this World Cup as being the best midfielder in the world, some guys said, and it was trash. I mean, it was gutter.
And also, Jamal, I have to keep in mind that coming in fully fit, best player, the face of the team, Hazard, we all knew was finished. Lukaku had not played the game for like I think a month or so. So he was coming in, having played 90 minutes for a long time. So the guy that was at his best, peak Carrasco, the guy has been trashed for like a year. So the only guy who was quality, okay, let's at least look to you to help to and inspire us. Because
Yeah, it was him, man. And I wouldn't lie, he flopped. It was bad. Not one game, he looked like I say, you know what, that's Manchester City, De Bruyne. It was bad, man. But on to Romelu, man. I call him two-touch Romelu, as you know. It, man. I mean, that has to be one of the worst cameos I ever seen in football. That's top 5. The guy come down and missed at least 4 good chances. And you know what's funny? After the game, he cuffed the glass the plastic. That people say that was the only shot he had on target. Yeah, man. I mean, that's bad, man. I feel sorry for him. But as you said, it's the mentality of this Belgium side. Because I was just going through some of the guys they have, like Tielemans. Rogers always argue about this guy weight. He says he's fat. Hazard, we know his weight problems as well. Carrasco was at least 22 when he went to China. So you see what this guy mentality is. This guy went to China at a young age. So, and Lukaku, every time you say something bad about him, this guy goes and does interviews. So, the mentality, if you really watch the mentality of this Belgium squad, it's not the greatest. And I'm sorry, we're going to get real now. I'm putting those guys with Becks and Scholes and that England generation. Yeah. They flopped. They flopped as their guys.
No. You can. Do you know why you can't?
He can't.
That team never made it. Did that team ever make a semi-final? Belgium, that gold generation came third. Say what
that's true.
They came third at a World Cup. That England team didn't even reach a semi. So for me, see, I think even Hans said, I think the Croatian golden generation, I feel, did the best that they could.
Yeah.
You can't expect Croatia to win a World Cup. So them actually making a final, you did the best that I think you can expect for Croatia of a World Cup. And
what about the Chile golden generation?
For what?
Chile.
or you mean hashtag run it back? Okay, wait, come on, let me go to J2S. Talks about J2S on Belgium. Well, specifically De Bruyne flopping and letting down his team as a star player.
I think the biggest fraud, apart from De Bruyne on this Belgian team.
So no. But J2S, I actually said that it's about De Bruyne. So this is focused on De Bruyne.
Let J2S.
I don't have. I know. So J2S, you focus on De Bruyne and just you build. Start there, then you go to other guys.
No. Roberto Martinez is the biggest brick ever. How's the Belgian FA going to give a guy that failed at Everton, got relegated with Wigan, this golden generation of players? And then now he's resigned after he lost the game. You can't give Roberto Martinez, because I don't know who they had prior in 2016, because he was a brick as well. De Bruyne.
Mark Wilmots in 2016.
Yes, Mark Wilmot, that's it. Yes, he was.
The Belgian FA needs to be inducted for war crimes, man. How are you going to waste this generation of great players? You got Eden Hazard in his prime. You got De Bruyne in his prime. You had Company, you had Courtois.
Okay, Jesus, let's be fair. So, Mark Wilmots, 2016, he flopped. Martinez comes in and gives Belgium their best finish, which is third.
Yeah. They had to keep him.
They had to keep him in 2018. Now, was it enough at the Euros to sack him? You lost a very close game. Yeah, you lost a close game against Italy, who were the eventual champions. And in that game, Hazard went out injured. So if we're being real, if you look at the tournaments that Martinez was actually a manager of, was there any tournament that they really were like, oh no, man, this Euros were a disaster? 2018, you came third. Euros, you lost a very close game to the guys who eventually won the whole thing.
Yeah, but AJ, I'd say he shouldn't have gotten the job to begin with.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been.
He shouldn't have been. Imagine having the best. Imagine having the best squad that your country's ever gonna get.
You can't really say. Okay, so my thing is this: we, as much as you can blame Martinez, is it Martinez's fault that a guy, your star player, says that we're too old to win this World Cup?
Why do you give him the captain's armband then as well?
It is his fault.
No. It's captain. No, wait. Hold on. J2S. Okay, hold up. J2S. When he said that statement, Hazard was the captain, Vertonghen was the vice captain. After the Morocco loss, then he decided to make De Bruyne the captain, which is stupid. But he didn't make De Bruyne the captain after Morocco loss. But before those games, the captain was Hazard. The second captain was Vertonghen.
Yeah, but this just shows league leadership in the whole Belgium team. This comes from the manager.
Yeah, manager takes some responsibility.
What tournament has ever swapped captains? This reminds me of the France 2010. That manager was weak as well. I forgot what his name is.
Okay. Let me ask you. Okay, real question now. Let's say Belgium, I don't know who it is. They get the best manager, or maybe a better manager than Martinez. Do they beat France in 2018?
No.
I don't think
France
they do.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
So my thing, even if they had the best thing and so forth, that France team just were not going to get beat by Belgium. Now, maybe you say that at the Euros, maybe they beat Italy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe. Because my thing is that we can look at Martinez for this tournament.
Yes.
Martinez, massive blame. The previous ones, this one, yes, because you've let the dressing room just go messed up. You started Hazard, who shouldn't have been started. You didn't take Origi. You just started to trust that in the first game over Batshuayi. So this is the tournament where Martinez, you messed up. The Euros and the World Cup, how did he mess up in the Euros?
I don't think the World Cup is the same because that was peak Umtiti and Varane. Come on, guys.
So
SK.
Because what I'm saying, right, is the reason why I said this because if you look at what he did for specifically this World Cup, he didn't decide to integrate any of the younger center backs. He didn't really use Tielemans. He used what? He used a 30 million geriatric Witsel as his summer six.
No, but SK, you're talking about this tournament, which he flopped. But guys are saying that he should have never been manager to begin.
Well, he should have never been manager just based off of his CV. He should have not. He should have never.
He failed at Everton prior.
Okay, fine. Okay, you say that, which is true. Would the best possible manager have beaten France in 2018 World Cup, and in the Euros,
they had a better chance.
They would have a better chance.
Don't forget, they almost lost to Japan.
Exactly.
They were very close to losing to Japan.
Almost lost to Japan.
It was individual brilliance that got them out of that group.
And we're missing. Who did they beat in the quarters? That no one thought they would beat. You see, we have to be fair. We have to be fair because let's just be real. Nobody thought Belgium were beating Brazil. We all thought, okay, Brazil, France, semifinal, let's go. No one thought. That was tactical. That was tactical.
No, but that Brazil team was not. Remember, Neymar was not involved.
Eric, stop it. Eric, don't do this.
No.
Eric, no.
Eric is right.
No. Eric, at that time, you see,
we were starting
Eric, at that time. No, at that time in 2018, did you really believe Belgium were going to beat Brazil?
I expected, yes. I genuinely expect because Neymar was not himself. That Neymar was not the Neymar of. He just came from injury, came back from injury.
Hindsight is easy.
So no. This is what I expect. Like I watched that game expecting Belgium to win. I didn't think they would, win as easily as they did, but I thought they would win. And then when the whole thing happened against Japan, I was worried that they're actually going to get knocked out. But obviously they got through that. But yes, I did expect them to. That Brazil team was not that Brazil team was never going to win the World Cup. Whenever Brazil are involved,
don't forget
you expect
we were missing Casemiro and we were starting Paulinho in midfield in that game.
Can I ask you a question, AJ?
We were playing Miranda in defense. That was never going to win the World Cup.
It was a smoke.
Is there any time during Martinez's tenure that you were like, wow, this guy is actually a good coach?
2018, like for me,
no. Brilliant. I'm talking about like him as a coach.
My response is: at any point, did you think that Deschamps was a good coach in the 2018 World Cup?
Okay, but
because let's be real. International management, it's hard. Most guys would say that the best managers in the world are club managers.
I agree.
Who thinks?
Yeah.
Who says Didier Deschamps was a great manager, or
no one,
Aimé Jacques, or freaking Scolari, or so forth?
No one.
I feel as if that Martinez guy is not. He wouldn't even pick up cones for a good manager. He's more of a buddy, whereby he's just there to cheer you up, move your drinks around,
and smoke. And my response is, the best manager in the world, supreme manager.
I'm talking about international manager. That guy literally is an analyst. I think I forgot where I've once seen him on. I think Super Sport. Why not? Where you are saying that no, he's more of like an analyst than a coach. He just looks at things and then he tells.
Okay, no, but see, no, we can't. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay, Smoke.
No, we're doing it.
No. Okay, Smoke. Let me ask you a question. Hold up, Smoke. Let me ask you this, and I say it again. Pick the best possible manager. Would he have delivered a Euros or a World Cup for Belgium?
Yes, close.
No. I don't know. I don't want to hear close. Would he have delivered it? Because would he have delivered a trophy? Because my thing is,
we're doing what ifs now, HH. But what I'm saying is, this guy was
you have to give him credits for you in our World Cup. You came third and you lost to the eventual winners in France. At the Euros, you lost a close game to the eventual winners of the tournament. This was the only tournament in which you flopped. This
HH,
one.
Do you know why I say this guy is useless?
Welcome to Smash. Yeah, Smoke.
What I'm saying is, at never a time do I ever see whereby Belgium is having a bad game and this guy does some substitution or some in-game management that changes the game. It's either Belgium has a good game or they play shit and lose, right? And as a coach, I want you to be able to change the game. Never ever watch a game for Belgium whereby they're playing bad and Martinez does something. That's what I'm saying. Like this guy, it's either the players play well or they lose.
For me, I believe that these players are talented, but they have no character. That's what we're missing. We're missing it's a talented. I just feel like if for a particular personality and so forth. No, okay. It can work both ways, yes. I feel if you're a really good motivator and so forth, you could G up guys. But in some ways, here's my thing. I don't think you can motivate Hazard. You can't. Hazard, he is just what he is.
No,
he doesn't care.
Let's get one of those stick with the burger.
Yeah, with some burgers and some waffles and pancakes. Chicken wings.
Wait, hold up. Samasi, and the comes to SK.
I want to say Martinez should have not picked as a coach, but the players have to take some responsibility.
Yes.
Because KDB was the best midfielder, was in form, and didn't show up. We always say small game Robert, he's small game KDB.
That's unfair.
The same thing about Lukaku, who missed 3 sitters and
Spicy?
Yes.
Go on.
The same things about Lukaku and Hazard was finished. And KDB, that he said that in public, shows he's not a mentality monster at all. He's the opposite of that. They have no leaders. Let's face it. This Belgian squad has no leaders. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your team has no leaders, you can't win anything.
Liverpool and I think see that's why I feel that of course Martinez takes some blame and of course that he isn't a strong enough character so forth, but I feel that these guys, as Marcy just said, they're not leaders, they don't have strong characters, they don't have a strong enough drive. A guy who comes, your star player coming out and say that we're too old to win this, I've never heard of anything like that in my life.
If only if only what's his name? Company was still playing for them. Maybe
there we go. You see, Company was a huge loss for the artists.
Yeah, I was literally going to start with that point that Eric literally just made, was that like when you're talking about mentality, leadership, captainship, Vincent Company completely summarizes that. I mean, I still remember the that goal that he scored.
Do you have to talk about that?
I know, Jamal. But that is if we're talking about mentality, leadership, that is the type of thing that your captain does. I'm sure Don Smith would have appreciated that. But outside of Company, I don't see anyone else.
Wisdom.
Sorry?
That's a Manchester wisdom right there.
That's Manchester. But I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone else in this Belgium side that has that at all. And it's
but I just coming in. Can you explain why KDB would make that comment though? Like, why would he?
In public.
There was clearly some issue because this is why I actually agree with HH somewhat in the whole Martinez sort of taxing, because to be honest, There is no game that I watch in Belgium in any of the 3 games against Canada, against Croatia, against freaking Morocco, where I saw a team that actually like cared or played. Like they played. It's as if they didn't really care. Like you can be bad in quotes, but you can see the team playing for each other, trying. Like Saudi Arabia, for example. You know, it's when they did.
No, but even like 2010, it's like basically 2010 Italy when they lost to Slovakia. They lost because that's Italy. They cared, but they just lost.
Exactly. You know, so no one. No, if Belgium had been like right, they obviously cared and they still lost. But okay, you know, this person didn't show up, missed chances, whatever. But it is what it is. But in no game, even let's keep it like in the first game against Canada, if Davis scores that penalty, I don't think Belgium beat Canada.
No.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So we're not so clearly before the tournament happened. I don't know what happened, whether there was agreement, whether there was a KDB comments. They just didn't look, whether it's the political stuff, I've got no idea. They didn't look like they were there. So as far as I'm concerned, the Belgium national team, the FA, should actually refund the supporters, pay their tickets, pay their accommodation, because those players clearly didn't care and clearly didn't want to be there. That's on them. So that's not on Martinez, in my personal opinion, although his post-match comments after the loss were quite disconcerting.
Oh, no, but I think he's left though.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, so it doesn't matter. As far as the individual, so I actually agree. I mean, it's difficult. Lukaku isn't fit. Yes, he should have scored those sitters. I will back him. Like when you are a striker, when you've not played, it's difficult. I said I do think that if he had stayed at Manchester United, he would have put those away. Like, no, come on, it's a well-established fact that Chelsea destroy number 9. That is a well-established fact now. So it is what it is. So
Eric, you're going to allow him to talk like this?
I'm just saying that like this Lukaku scored a brace against PSG and achieved dud. You know what I mean, in Paris, and yet he can't score tap-in against.
What did Lukaku do at United?
He scored 20 plus goals in the season.
Didn't he miss like an open goal?
Eric answered the question. He scored 20 plus goals at United. What do you do at Chelsea Football Club?
He's got
56
goals, 26 goals, 20 assists.
Did you bring up that Bama FIFA Club World Cup? Please don't bring that up.
I did.
Can I ask you 2 questions?
Wait. I need to take some debates. Let's take some debates.
Okay.
David T. Bruno mentality and the Nations League over Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. After this, Bruno is clear of KDB.
Easy. No.
Yes.
You was waiting to 24. Hazard carried Chelsea with garbage juice around him, minus Prime Kante. KDB wouldn't have gone anywhere close with the same squad. These are the facts of life.
Man.
Hazard did more with less. De Bruyne needs a good team to function. He's a system merchant, man. Madrid 14 years. You can't blame KDB when Lukaku had easy chances. And what happened in the first game and the second game? In the first game, Batshuayi built him out. He dropped a disaster class in 2 games.
Yeah. He was bad against Morocco.
No, he was bad against Canada.
I was to say, Eden Hazard played better in the first game than De Bruyne as well. And this is a finished Hazard. I thought Hazard was done, but he performed way better than De Bruyne.
He is done.
Hazard did better than the so-called Prem guy. Casey, Belgium had a striker. Maybe he's false 9 or 10. Oh, look, Casey, we're about Thursdays and the Euros, man. La free agents come on. So now Morata can find the back of the...
Yeah, Gina.
Like I said, man.
For now.
Number 9s, man.
Did you see what John Barnes tweeted after the game? Oh, God, what did he tweet? Like, I maybe don't want to know. I don't want to know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shame that Nigeria and Germany are not... Luso Devil, 321 million euros on transfers for teams. Neymar was a bargain. And how many UCLs have PSG won? Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Don't do that.
Tapua Musa, thank you for the dub. Throw the whole Belgium team in the bin. Scapegoating one player would be silly for them. They got a reboot.
Yeah,
it's a whole team. They underperformed. And my thing is, guys, this was always an accident waiting to happen. And I said 2018 was the best chance. And I'll say this again. Belgium only went as far as Hazard took them. Peak Hazard. Once Hazard was finished... General, stop it. Stop. We're not doing that. Romelu Lukaku, y'all wildin' man. F soccer, bro. Screw y'all. I'm out. Oh my god, man. Mark. The German defense was garbage, even against Costa Rica. Look, his name is Sul. His name is Sul.
We should have taken Hummels. We should have taken Hummels.
Yeah. Hummels should be. Oh god, Weisky Jackson is in the back.
But your boy Rudiger also, you know.
La Free Agents Problem. Germany being knocked out is Bundesliga tax. No, don't do that. But NDI. Lukaku playing like Brazil's Fred. Stop it. Fred was worse. Fred was worse.
That's 2014.
Tim should at least be a scholar by now. Yep. No, he's not. No. Yeah, you missed an open goal. Missed an open goal. Okay, Rob, talk to me, man.
Also, can I just finish one last point?
Finish your point.
Just a thing. Just because I want to highlight something that Jamal said. It is interesting that, you know, yes, I get it that KDB is at fault and Lukaku missed chances, but are we really saying that Hazard was only good between 2018 to 2019?
That's when he was born, apparently.
If he was birthed from 2018, and then he
did that
onwards, and are we saying that he's a one season wonder? Like, is that
no? RDS, what happens?
I know. So I'm going to respond. So Rob, you have your mic. Rob, talk to me. So where did De Bruyne flop, Rob?
Well, why did Lukaku flop? I think he missed 3 series.
Wait, hold on. No, Rob. I said why did De Bruyne flop? I said why did De Bruyne let his country down?
If that's okay.
So you said why did Lukaku let his country down? If he scored those 3 chances, they go through. So, and they're very easy chances. Yes, De Bruyne was terrible. I agree. But at least if Lukaku scored those goals, they win the game and they go through. So it's quite literally
Rob, he wasn't fully fit. How about that? Okay, Rob, let me give you something. He wasn't fully fit, and what did De Bruyne do in the previous 2 games? Specifically the second game against Morocco.
Giroud Cisse wasn't fully fit, and he helped Liverpool win in UCL.
Speak on that.
That's a dog.
Robbie, that's a W.
That's a W. That's a W. Whoa, that's a W.
Okay, but Rob, who deserves to be mostly to blame for this Belgium thing? Because it can't be Lukaku. Is it Martinez or is it De Bruyne?
You don't respond to Rob's W just there about the fact that someone.
No. I'm asking Rob a question. Rob, who? Forget this one game. This whole campaign, who is mostly to blame? The guy who is seen as the best midfielder in the world, or a guy who's been injured for 2 months?
What do you mean? This World Cup or since 2016? When Martinez was appointed, or this World Cup specifically?
Just this World Cup specifically.
Well, you have to say Martinez because after there was more discipline in the team, De Bruyne will probably not have said it. After the dressing room was had a better atmosphere, De Bruyne probably will not have said it. He said that because there's probably lack of respect, maybe a lack of discipline. So I would say it's Martinez, and he also, I guess it has to be Martinez, but also the players didn't perform very well, like Lukaku, for example. So I think that it's a combination of Martinez and the players. But I think it's mostly Martinez because of a lack of discipline in the team and around the players.
Okay.
Wait, H, can I just ask you 2 quick questions?
Quick question.
Yeah, that's quick question. I'll say in Belgium, do they make the best Danish pastries?
That's Denmark. Belgium make waffles.
Okay. I'll just ask it. And the next question is, H, will anyone from Real Madrid say them comments what KDB said? Never.
No,
because Real Madrid had the best mentality, man, and that's what Belgium struggles.
It's mentality monsters. Waske, what do you want? Sorry, Waske, before you go, because SK, talk to real quick and then come to you, LSK.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was about the whole like Martinez thing. My closing statement on that was just gonna be like, even you said yourself for that 2018 World Cup that Hazard literally had to become like an entirely new person for them to reach the semifinals. The problem I have with Martinez that Don Smoke was alluding to earlier is it always takes somebody else having an above average like performance for Belgium to win games, which indicates to me that the manager is not actually managing anything. Like if I literally have to play like outside of my normal standard all the time, for my team to just win games, then that indicates that you need a new manager. Would you agree or disagree with that?
It
Maybe.
depends. Like, which game you're referring to?
Well, okay, specific because we're talking about the 2018 World Cup because HH was going to try to give him credit for them beating Brazil, despite the fact that HH himself literally uses that Brazil game as a reference for why Hazard became Zara,
Yes.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
So those two things don't exist at the same time. It's either he's not as garbage as a manager as I think he is, which I do think he is, by the way, or his garbage tactics got covered by a player being world class.
But see, can I answer that your point? Yeah. The thing is,
no. For me, both things coming through. You could both say that he's good tactically, and the player was world class. Because my thing is that this is still a team game, and to beat Brazil, you can't beat Brazil just with one man. Now, one man can help you, but you need tactics in the team to beat a Brazil. I don't care whether it's Brazil, it is still freaking Brazil in 2018. So you need good tactics, quality players, and exceptional individuals to beat a team like Brazil.
I thought you said the ZAD lives beyond even tactics. So,
well, tell De Bruyne to show up in the freaking semi then. How about that? Waske, talk to me.
Can I go after?
Yeah. Okay. Waske, what do you want? Be quick. Waske, be brief. We're almost done.
World Cup roundup. I need to come up with bodyguards because I counted guys. I think I counted at least 3 chances. The third one was what? The third one, any contact, it's in. Because the cross from which we got Token Hazard, baby Hazard, any contact on you, it's in.
Waske, if you don't speak, I'm going to cut your mic. You have 5 seconds to get on the mic.
So, let me get this straight. I thought he was Sims, he's a brick, Lukaku, he's useless, he's crap, and so forth. This is what I thought. I've always got to remember that never listen to the streets.
Oh, no, we're not doing this. We're not. No, that's too deep. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing Waske, screw you. Barry, take us out, screw you. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Guys, it's already bad enough as it is. Barry, talk to me.
Wow. Yeah, when I look at this tournament, everybody deserves blame. Martinez, like when there was the comments from De Bruyne and the locker room just fell apart and it was over. Because once you lose the locker room, when it comes to respect and everything, it's over. It's done out. But I think overall the panel has been a bit harsh on Martinez because like the thing is, he wasn't a World Cup semi, and the thing is that we always say in this panel when it comes to international tournaments is that it's about game changers. You just need 1 or 2 guys to make a difference. Because I watched the France-Belgium game again. It was a very close game. It was like 50-50 or even 51-49 for France. We just need that one player. And when I look at this generation for Belgium, they have the talent. It's obvious. Hazard has an exceptional talent, but his downfall was pretty sad. And De Bruyne, he's a very good player, but not elite. And that's just what it is, like mentality. And they don't have the will to fight, to give 100% for the team. And that's just what they was missing, When you compare to Spain, yeah, there's more talent for Spain, but I think Belgium, if they just had that mentality to just have the edge when it comes to keep giving everything that you got, maybe they could have won the trophy, So that's my point on them. But like I just think some of those players they're not as good as we thought, De Bruyne, he's a very good player. He's very good. But I think the football community, they just throw the word elite too much. Elite, that's a reserved class. I can name you, just for one hand, like world-class elite midfielders. That's like Kroos or Modric. That's elite. De Bruyne, he's very good. He's very good, but he's not elite. So that's just my thing.
Let me hit this real quick.
Free YK, by the way.
HH, I told you. Okay, I'm not reading that out, but hashtag
what the hell?
Okay, all right, thank you, bro. Just 3 fans spent thousands for we're too old. Disgrace, 1,000%. And I'd like to just say, Waske, you are a loser. I hope
no.
United. I
Ah,
hope
you
United.
ruined the best moment.
You're a loser. I hope United don't get top 4. And hope United fail and everything. You complete absolute.
By
loser.
saying that, you just jinxed Chelsea. But yes,
This
go.
is a bribe. This is a bribe to keep LSK back in the background and to never allow him here and so forth. I know. But here's the thing. So LSK, you can only come in if you speak. I don't want to hear any receipts. Have your say, and then we'll be out of here.
We need the receipts, HH. The streets need it.
That's why 1K people watching. 1K people watching for the receipts, not the analysis.
Your mic sounds trash, by the way, so no one can even hear you.
I'm on my phone. I had to show up for the.
I know, and you sound like trash. No one can even hear you.
I had to show up.
So guys, this is the guy you actually want to bring in here. Look at this clown, man.
You said let me speak. You said
I know, and you have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes from now. You have 2 minutes. I'm counting.
Let me land. Let me land. HH, he controlled the ball instead of shooting.
Okay, you know.
Let him land.
So guys, thank you for tuning in.
There's a free country, we're not in Australia.
Wait,
no, because why
not in Australia. Let the guy land.
HH, a guy who's not known for his first touch, control the ball.
And it's how we watch the camera after he misses. That's the funny part.
oh my god, bro! I couldn't believe it.
Guys, I'd like to thank you. And guys, remember, so Merry Christmas in advance to you guys. And guys, let's pray for Ghana.
Oh, tomorrow's gonna be mad.
Eric, Ghana.
I can't wait.
Ghana not to know. Let's. Ghana, you know what? Eric, excuse me. Eric, no. Eric, okay, no, Eric. Let me ask you this: is the cannibal gonna score?
Yes.
No.
But you're saying Uruguay are gonna win.
Nunes will score. That's the problem.
I think it might be a draw.
Hashtag things are happening.
No, a draw is
fine.
Yeah, a draw is fine.
Yeah, draw mean Ghana go through.
Things are happening.
So
don't do it.
Okay, so Eric, so you Ghana are gonna go through, but it's gonna be a draw.
Yeah.
I think
if Eric says it, it means it's not gonna happen.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the World Cup roundup show. SKFC. I know.